This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gary Rose Stadium here at Carl Albert High School, where this evening the second round of the playoffs are taking place here at Jim Harris Field. And we're excited this evening. Carl Albert comes in 9-2, having beaten Lawton MacArthur last week, and Dell City comes in 9-2, having beat Bishop Kelly there at Dell City High School last week. Both of us played in the blizzard, and thank God, Coach Goff, we're not doing that again tonight.
Amen, brother. That's what Tessa was saying, too. She didn't want any ice or snow down there on her either.
There we go. We've got Tessa Durrell with us this evening on the sideline. Tessa, tell us about the temperature down there, because we're up here in this nice warm booth.
I'm going to tell you it's pretty cold, but I'm pretty happy because there is no snow down here. So compared to last week, it feels great.
All right. We saw, all we can talk about is what we saw from up here in the booth, and we saw snow piling up on people's heads. Was that happening to you last week?
You know, last week, because the way that Midwest City Stadium was set up, every time I turned to the camera, I was getting pelted in the face with snow, so I couldn't see if anybody else was covered, but I know I was.
All right. Well, it was kind of a freakish snowstorm that happened very, very quickly last week, and it really, it was beautiful for a while, and then it turned into, hey, we can't see the lines.
That's right.
We don't even know.
We can't see that CA out there.
That's right. So we're so excited to have you with us here this week. Coach Norman, Coach Goff, Tessa Durrell on the sidelines, Tyler Townsend is the producer, and Keetra Frazier will be doing the camera work this evening. Midwest City Dell City and Carl Albert come in, as I said, both 9-2. They have two common opponents in Coweta and Midwest City. And the exact thing happened, identical outcomes with both teams. Right. Now, Dell City, their game with Coweta ended up in an overtime, and Dell City lost it in overtime. If you'll remember the Coweta game, first game of the season for us, we lost our quarterback on the second play from scrimmage, and we could see kind of the writing on the wall at that point. He had driven us down the field and then lost his shoulder. And so he is now back with us, and we're excited to be able to play this game at full strength. It looks like we're at full strength. It looks like they're at full strength. I haven't seen anybody on either side that has said anything different.
No, but I did, good hands Ryan Ray, that's the holder, and he's sometimes wide receiver and stuff. At the team dinner this afternoon, he's in a boot.
Oh, okay.
And he has a broken foot.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Ryan Ray, and he's not just a good holder. He's good at a backup position.
Good, yeah.
And so we'll miss him as this night moves on. All right. Well, we're going to be back with you here in just a moment with our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs. We'll be back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
Augusta Contracting is a general contracting company that specializes in commercial and industrial construction projects. When you choose us as a partner for a project, we assure quality workmanship, exceptional performance, and unparalleled client satisfaction. At Augusta Contracting, safety is top priority. Our main focus is to send our team home to their families safe, happy, and healthy. Augusta Contracting, where your idea turns to reality and your project comes to life.
We're back with you here on our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs. And Coach Goff, we've got several interesting things. Tessa, join in here when you can, but we've got several interesting things going on here that are around the game. And I know that earlier in the week there was actually an article that was in the Oklahoman about this game. And one of the things they mentioned was just the fact that Robert Jones and Coach Dunn, or Coach Jones from Del City and Coach Dunn from Carl Albert, both Carl Albert products, both spent time in Texas coaching all over the Texas area, right. And then came back here actually together and right. Coached at Del City. Right. And so there's a lot of interesting things. You were around in that time. Did they play on the same team?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
They won. Robert won 2 state championships, mm-hmm. and Mike won 3 or 4.
Okay.
Mike's a year younger than Robert.
So he was in the run of 5.
He was in the run of 5.
Okay.
Robert got here as a sophomore, well, after his sophomore year. He played his sophomore year and freshman year at Grant. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what caused him to move over here, but I sure am glad he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
what position did he play?
He was a corner and a wide receiver.
Okay.
I coached him at wide receiver, and Dal had him at corner, and he was also a return guy.
Okay.
Which I coached the returners and the kickoff team.
All right. So there's a lot. I mean, these guys know each other. And
they lived with each other.
Yeah, and they coached together as late as 3 years ago.
Right.
When Coach Dunn was over at Del City, mm-hmm. And what you see then is you see a lot of similar styles that are coming through in play, because why mess up a thing that's working?
Right.
Right.
You will, and I really think it all stems back from Gary Rose.
Yeah, absolutely.
A guy that you and I both know very well. And,
absolutely. Well, and it's that Rose coaching tree, right. and it goes quite a few places.
Yeah, it does.
So, but one of the things that we loved about what we saw, and this is not saying anything negative against Del City, but what we saw when Coach Dunn came back to Del City was the culture changed within the Del City football program, and the culture then began to change in the school. Right. And Robert Jones has done nothing to harm that. He has built on that.
Matter of fact, he's probably one of the reasons that
absolutely.
That culture has changed.
Absolutely.
He is very hands-on, very good with kids.
Mm-hmm. And he expects these young men to play right. Now, with that said, there's a lot of history between Del City and Carl Albert on this field and on that field. These two teams, the programs, Del City has continued to build their program. I think they had a state championship in 1976. Okay, mm-hmm. That's right, 76. That was the year we moved. I left Del City, and probably why they had a state championship. No, I was in middle school at the time, or junior high is what it was then. But anyway, their last state championship was 76. Right. And they have gone through some really hard times over the last 40 years, but they have built a very, very good program. And as I understand it, from everything that I've heard, this will be kind of their one and done in 5A. They're going back to 6A next year. And
well, they won't in football.
And they won't?
No, football is a 2-year contract or a 2-year deal. They might in everything else.
Okay, yep.
But it's only in football. I say football, there's maybe one other thing, soccer or one of those sports.
Okay.
Other than.
Okay, so we're going to see them again next year.
Yes, sir.
And, that's one of the things when you look out. I mean, I know that this is also winter sport time, and I know it has nothing to do with this football game. But you look at Midwest City, Del City, and Carl Albert in basketball this year.
Oh, my goodness.
That's 3 powerhouse teams that are.
I think Jay's returning everybody.
Yeah, he is.
From Carl Albert's team.
He is.
And I know most of the teams, most of the kids from the other 2 schools are also.
Yeah.
And it's just, wow.
Yeah,
and they're all in the same class.
That's what I was saying. They're all in the same class. 5A is stacked with Mid-Del.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's get back to the keys of the game then. Okay. Keys of the game brought to you by Super Subs, home of the steak bomb sandwich, locally owned and operated for over 20 years. And it is at 2150 South Douglas Boulevard, 405-733-5440. Call before 2 o'clock. They close up at 2 o'clock. And so you'll want to get your steak sandwich Monday through Saturday before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So when I look at keys to the game, these 2 teams have been on a collision course all year long. Interesting, we didn't play each other at the first of the year because it has been for the last several years kind of a Mid-Del policy that all 3 schools would play each other. But interesting, we did not. We had a 0-week game. And it did not work out in the schedule, and so here we are on a collision course together, and tonight's the night.
Tonight's it. As far as keys, I'm one of my big keys is being able to contain their quarterback.
Absolutely.
He reminds me so much of D'Angelo Irving from Midwest City.
Yep.
Which was very hard. Not only can he scramble and moves and is quick, he throws the ball really well.
Yes, he does. He throws the ball extremely well to Kalen Godwin, and he like you said, he's very mobile. He's very fast, and you know what? He's not very big, and sometimes I think he gets lost.
I think he does too.
Just in watching film, sometimes I think he gets lost behind that line, and then he shoots out of there. And you're right. I'm going to use Coach Goff's line. He's quick as a hiccup when he comes out behind the line, and that in itself. A mobile quarterback is difficult for defenses to respond to.
It really
and
is.
The other thing is he can extend a play and then use his arm, and he's got an incredible arm.
And that's what I saw in film, extending plays like against Coeta or against McAllister and still making the play
Absolutely.
with his arm.
Yeah. And for high school, he's still looking down the field.
Yeah.
That's
and he's a senior, which I don't. I don't know how much he's played at quarterback. I don't know if he didn't play last year.
He did not,
but he's done a wonderful job this year.
Absolutely, I believe this is going to be a battle on both sides of the ball. In regard to keys to the game, you've got 2 really good defenses here, and play very similar styles in defense. And I think. I don't want to say this is going to be a defensive struggle, and the reason I say that is because you've got 2 incredible offenses on this field.
Exactly.
And so, who's going to hold who down? And I don't think either team wants to get in a shootout by any means.
I don't know that they can.
I don't think they can. That's right. I don't think they can.
I don't know for sure, but I would say both offenses. I know Del City's or Carl Albert's is averaging over 40 a game.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Del City's is.
Yes.
And maybe more than that. And both defenses are probably averaging, 12, holding opponents to 12 to 15 a game.
Yep, that's right.
So,
we gave up some points at the beginning of the year, but other than that, we've shut it down, and you're right. So this is going to be a battle. Yeah. And so when I look at keys to the game, I look at, you're playing good on good all the time. So this ought to set up to be just a really incredible game. So one of the things I talk about keys to the game then, on a night like tonight, it's cold, and it's going to drop. It's below freezing right now, and it's going to drop on down into like 30 and maybe a little lower, over the night. But it's cold. Once you're out there on the field, you don't feel it so much until you get hit. And sometimes, that it can wake you up. So I'm looking for some turnovers to be important in this game. And Del City has done a great job at forcing turnovers this year.
Yeah, they're big, physical defensively, quick in the secondary, and they do force turnovers. Their defensive front, just the front four, they look like man children.
Yes, they do.
They're really nice size.
6'3", 205, 6'3", 276, 6'5", 255, and 6 foot 235.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I put down on mine, it'll be trench warfare.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great word.
And the trench warfare will start with our offensive line and their defensive line, and vice versa. Their offensive line versus our defensive line. It'll be interesting to see.
Okay, Tessa, we've just gone on, and we've waxed poetic up here. And so what are you thinking about tonight? You have watched both these teams play. You've been on the sidelines for several different games. And so what do you think this evening? Oh, we don't have you. Hang on. For some reason, you're not coming through. Let's.
Can you hear me? I am. I hear me. I've had a privilege to get both these teams here a lot this season, and the biggest thing for me and what I'm most excited about tonight is testing that defensive line of Del City. You guys are talking about it. They are massive. They're a huge defensive line, probably one of the biggest ones in 5A, but also they're going to face one of the biggest running backs in 5A, and that would be Robinson. And they were challenged by Eric McCarty and McAllister, but Xavier Robinson is just a different beast. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Del City can stop that run game. But also, Carl Albert is versatile. They have Reed DeQuazy here back at quarterback, and that opens a lot in the throw game. It is cold though, so we'll see what that looks like tonight. The cold can affect catch. Ball security is going to be a big deal tonight too as well.
Okay, thank you, Tessa. I mean, those are the major keys of the game is what we've talked about. Yeah. So ball control, smash mouth football, which is again, I love the statement that I heard here. Everybody thinks they're good until they get hit in the mouth, and both of these teams have that same attitude.
Yeah,
and so
and it comes from their coaches.
Absolutely,
they're both very physical, reacting kids. They'll tell a kid, then they'll grab their neck and hug them.
Yep.
So they'll do a wonderful job.
All right. Well, we're excited for this game that's coming up. It's approximately 11 minutes until kickoff, and we're going to be back with you here in just a few moments on our continued coverage of Countdown to Kickoff here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
The Earth is 70% water. And 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, 8 minutes and counting before game time. And so we're going to give you the starting lineups for Del City and for Carl Albert. Just to remind you, this is a matchup between two Mid-Del schools. One of the things that we find a lot when we have matchups, and it doesn't matter if it's in baseball or basketball or football or whatever, a lot of these guys have played with each other since they were in the midget leagues.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these guys know each other. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses. And that's all. It always makes for a fun game.
Yeah, they'll enjoy it. They'll have fun. Hopefully it won't get out of hand.
Right.
Either way. So we'll see.
And again, it'll be a game that they remember. Second round playoffs.
Yeah.
2022, they're going to remember this.
Yep.
All right, your starting lineups for the Del City Eagles on defense. At cornerback, D. Turner, number 2, 5'11", 155. At safety, Kanijal Thomas, 6', 170, number 1. At safety, Adama. And if I mispronounce that this evening several times, their own announcers mispronounce it over and over again. So it is Adama.
I was going to say it's Adama.
Yeah,
right.
it is Adama.
Braylon.
Braylon Adama, and they're always saying Adama. And so I'm going to try to do my best to say Adama all night long. And at cornerback, Brown, number 7, 6'3", 190, senior. Outside linebacker, number 12, McAllister, 6', 170. You know, they're not little anywhere. Linebacker, center linebacker, number 40, Holmes the second, 5'11", 190. He's the freshman you talked about.
Yep, I did.
You give him 2 more years of strength and conditioning over at Del City.
Give him 1.
Yeah, he's going to be an absolute beast.
He's probably a beast now.
At linebacker, number 6, Carter, 6'4", 220, junior. At defensive end, number 22, Johnson, 6'3", 205, a sophomore. At nose guard, Swindoll, number 70, 6'3", 276. He's a senior. At defensive tackle, number 8, and that's Jaden Foreman, 6'5", 255, D1 guy for sure.
Oklahoma State.
That's right. And at end, number 9, and that is Tango McCauley. And so we did not have that in here because it wasn't in our sheet, but I have the sheet in front of me now. So it's Tango McCauley. Now for your offensive starters, at wide receiver, number 10, Burris, 6', 162, senior. At left tackle, number 70, Swindoll, 6'3", 276, senior. Now remember, in 5A, you're going to see a lot of guys going both ways, and when it's not a game where you're, up, 0 to 30, some of these guys are going to end up playing the whole night.
Yeah,
both sides of the ball. That's right. Number 70, Swindoll, 6'3", 276. Left guard, number 65, Casby, junior. At center, number 54, sophomore, 5'10", 245, Goodman. At right guard, number 55, Lewis, 6'3", 285, junior. At right tackle, number 50, Robinson, is a senior. And at wide receiver on the other side, number 1, and that is Kanijal Thomas. Did I say that one right, Tessa? Well, she's not there.
You did. It's Kanijal Thomas.
Okay, Kanijal Thomas. All right. At the Z position, number 3, Sweet. Kid's speedy as all get out, senior. At quarterback is Godwin. We've talked about him several times this evening, number 13, a senior. And at running back, number 4, Adama, 5'9", 160. And then at tight end is Foreman, 6'5", 255, and he's also the defensive tackle that plays tight end. That tells you a little bit about the agility the kid has.
His athletic ability.
He's pretty athletic. All right.
For Carl Albert on offense, left at tackle, Left tackle, Tanner Norman, number 60, a junior. At left guard, Gary Ray, my man Gary Ray, number 72, senior. At center, Trayton Holland, number 51, a junior. At right guard, Easton Collier, number 50, a junior. At right tackle, Brock Johnson, number 52, a junior. At quarterback, Reed DeQuazy, number 4, a senior. At running back, Xavier Robinson, number 21, a junior. At wide receiver, Trey Washington, number 7, a sophomore. At another wide receiver, Tayshawn James, number 5, a senior. At another wide receiver, Tristan Haynes, number 6, a sophomore. And at tight end, James Reed, number 16, and a senior. And Caleb Cornell, number 85, a senior. On the defensive side, defensive end, Brock Johnson, number 52, a junior. Defensive tackle, A.J. Mason, number 64, a junior. Defensive tackle, Caleb Cornell, number 85, a senior. Defensive end, Caden Davis, number 15, a sophomore. At the Sam linebacker, Easton Harless, number 10, a junior. At the Mike linebacker, Cody Longstreet, number 22, a senior. At Will, Chancey Lester, number 24, a senior. One of the corners is Trey Washington, number 7, a sophomore. The free safety is Tayshawn James, number 5, a senior. At the weak safety is Ja'Cory Carter, number 12, a junior. And the other corner is Tristan Haynes, number 6, a sophomore.
All right. You know, we've been talking about Xavier Robinson and his play this year. He is up for an award by the Oklahoma Sports Network, and they're going to be announcing that. I'm just saying he's one of a bunch of guys that have gone in, and so I had to send in his stats previous to the first round of the playoffs. His stats going into the first round of the playoffs: 1,767 yards rushing, 28 touchdowns, 1 kickoff return for a touchdown, 82 yards receiving for 2,002 all-purpose yards. He's been a workhorse.
Yeah, he is a workhorse.
He is a workhorse.
Let's hope he continues that.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like we are getting ready for the national anthem and getting ready for our kickoff. That is the starting lineups, and that is the end of our Countdown to Kickoff show, brought to you by Champion Plumbing. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Triple Elite. Find world-class styles and all new designs at Triple Elite. Our coin toss is coming up here in just a few moments, and we'll be getting ready for the game. Just to let you know, we will be airing this evening on the oksportsnet.com. We will also be airing on Facebook Live and airing as well on YouTube. On the app, you can go back and watch this game as many times as you like, and it's totally free of charge. So we'll be back with you here in just a few moments on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while...
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we take pride in taking care of our community. When we hit the road, we're fully prepared to solve your plumbing issues. We're family owned, and we are the standard for plumbing service. With a team full of champions, being the best plumbers in Oklahoma is just part of the job. So when we show up, you can rest easy, knowing that whatever the issue may be, we can handle it and make you a happy Champion customer. Contact Champion Plumbing today.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we take pride in taking care of our community. When we hit the road, we're fully prepared to solve your plumbing issues. We're family owned, and we are the standard for plumbing service. With a team full of champions, being the best plumbers in Oklahoma is just part of the job. So when we show up, you can rest easy, knowing that whatever the issue may be, we can handle it and make you a happy Champion customer. Contact Champion Plumbing today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
The Earth is 70% water. And 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us.
It's time for our coin toss, brought to you by New Level Nutrition, 2839 South Douglas Boulevard, number 108. Call 405-336-4393. And for Del City, being out for the coin toss this evening is Ravion Swindoll, offensive line, defensive line. Number 13, DeKalen Godwin, quarterback. number 8, Jaden Foreman, and number 1, Kanigel Thomas. And we'll give you the Carl Albert coin toss numbers when they turn so that we can see them a little bit better.
Number 5, Tristan
Haynes, isn't it?
Yep.
Number 85, Caleb Cornell. Number 4, Reed DeQuazy. And number 21, Xavier Robinson. Those
I'd
four.
make him a captain too.
Yeah, I would too. Those 4 numbers ought to be doing something nice tonight.
I hope so.
There's the coin toss. You can see that live on your screen. And Keitra Frazier's doing a fantastic job of getting down there close so we can see it. Carl Albert Titans and the Del City Eagles.
What a rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been fun to be a part of it for the last 40, 25 years, 30 years.
Andy Collier's got to be pinching himself tonight. He's the athletic director for the district, and I know that he is down here enjoying the game, not just because his son plays on Carl Albert's team, but it's just absolutely great athletics in this district.
Yes. And like we were just talking about the basketball programs and just how outstanding they're going to be this year.
Del City did win the toss and has chosen to decline, so Carl Albert will be receiving the ball, and they will be defending the north end zone to the left of your screen. And so we are getting ready for our kickoff, brought to you by CrossFit Complete, a community dedicated to the daily pursuit of fitness excellence and serving others. In doing so, we strive to give our members the best hour of their day. CrossFit Complete. All right, go ahead.
Going back to some more keys to the game, special teams, of course,
absolutely
is always a key. And I, in watching their kids on special teams, I hope I don't talk out of turn, but I think we might be able to get a punt.
Yep.
Their snap is not real crisp, and the kid doesn't look like he's, there's an area there. It's 12 to 14 yards, somewhere around 13, that they generally are back, and he looks like he's at about 10.
And we have one of the best, blockers.
Yeah, he ain't bad.
Yeah, he's not bad. All right, so here comes the Carl Albert Titans getting ready to come through the smoke and the screen. And again, we're thankful that the smoke is moving south or north to south.
Yep.
And
here they come.
Here they come. They're getting ready to bust through the Titan banner. Tessa, you want to stay out of that if you get a chance. That stuff stinks.
I always get in the middle of it in Del City, so I like y'all set up a little bit more right now.
All right, good deal. So the Carl Albert Titans have come on. The flags are running. All the mascots are cheering. The band is playing, and it's Friday night football in the state of Oklahoma, the second round of the playoffs, and whoever wins this game goes on to the semifinal. And we will be matched up. Whoever wins this game is going to be matched up with either Guthrie or Grove. Grove is 11-0, and Guthrie has driven to Grove. And I would just bet you that not many people in Guthrie knew where Grove was before this year.
Yep.
So, but Grove has come out of the woodwork, and they have played a heck of a season. And Grove and Coweta are the only 2 undefeated teams in 5A still in the mix, and both teams playing very well.
Quick update. McAllister has jumped ahead of Piedmont 7-0 in the first quarter. So they must have run a kickoff back or something.
Yeah, I think that maybe they did. Wow.
That would be frustrating.
Yes, it would.
I know we did that a couple of times whenever we were playing in some playoff games, and to take the opening kickoff and score on the kickoff is just devastating to the other team.
Well, our kickoff again is brought to you by CrossFit Complete, a community dedicated to the daily pursuit of fitness excellence and serving others. In doing so, they strive to give their members the best hour of their day. Contact CrossFit Complete at CrossFitComplete.com. Your scoring recaps are brought to you by Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs. And here's the kickoff, and it will be a deep pooch to the far left side. It's going to be taken there, and he's going to. That was a Xavier Robinson. Takes it about the 21-yard line. Takes it up to about the 27. So Carl Albert has their first possession of the evening. 11:55 on the clock. Carl Albert comes out for the first play at the 28-yard line. And here we go. Trips to the right, tight end left. Xavier Robinson in the backfield. Reed DeQuazy at quarterback. DeQuazy takes the snap, turns it off to Xavier Robinson. He's going to get around this right side. He's going to pick up maybe 1 yard on that. A lot of running, 1 yard gain out to the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
On the tackle was number 9, Tango McCauley. He's a very nice-looking defensive player.
They're going to put that on the 30, so he picks up 2, 2nd and 8 now.
See, I often wonder if, Robert knows Coach Jones knows our offense.
Right.
We know their defense and so on and so forth, whether they're trying to signal in different things.
Exactly. This time it's DeQuazy. He's going to keep the ball. He cuts upfield, gets across the 35, down there about the 37-yard line. Is going to bring up 3rd and 1. Now they move it back to the 38.
Give him a first
and move
down.
it up to the 38, and that's going to be enough for the first down for the Titans. That was a good cut there by DeQuazy.
Yeah, it was.
And you know what? We know that he can get around the outside, and he can. He is really fast.
Yep, he is.
There's not a ton of tape on him as far as just being a runner, though.
No.
So.
No, and the thing is, he throws the ball really well.
He does. Trips to the left.
Right there.
DeQuazy's going to throw it out there. Is going to get bunched up right there at the line of scrimmage.
Don't go back in here.
Yep. He was looking for a place to go there. It's going to be a loss on the play. They played that extremely well.
Well, and that's one of the things on that bubble screen. It takes so long for it to get out there. If the defensive back will be physical on the wide receiver, they can blow it up pretty easily, kind of like that.
Ball's going to be moved back to the 33-yard line, bring up 2nd and 15. 2 men to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, just the opposite. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Robinson in the backfield. Going to hand off to Robinson up the middle, and they're going to try to block that up. He's going to pick up about 5. They're going to place that ball there at the 37-yard line, so 4 yards picked up on the play. And that brings up 3rd and 11.
Once you see Xavier Robinson run, as a coach, you tell your kids you can't hit him anywhere but in the ankles.
That's right.
Or, maybe the shins. But that's as far up as you want to get.
All week long they had to have just been, saying over and over again, don't let 21 beat us.
Yeah. And
3 guys to the right. DeQuazy drops back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to put on the wheels. He's going to get to the outside. He's going to pick up the first down across the midfield line.
Yeah. The kid had him, and then he was by him. He didn't realize how fast he was.
We move into Eagle territory there at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. There seems to be a flag on the play. We're going to see what they say, and it could be
holding
in the area of holding. So they're going to say holding on Carl Albert. And so that's going to move it back. That'll be all the way back to the 19-yard line. So that ended up being a 30-yard loss from the 49 on the other side all the way back to the 19-yard line.
That's one of them spot fouls.
That's 3rd down and 30 now. Let's see, 48. That's 38. 28, yeah.
Block them up.
37. It's going to be just a kind of a throw it up here for DeQuazy.
There it is.
And he's got a man if he can get there. Oh, almost. Just off the hands there of Trey Washington. Good throw, just could not bring down the catch, and that's going to bring up a punting situation for the Carl Albert Titans.
That was a wheel route that Trey was one of the inside receivers. They had a post route, and then he ran the wheel. Just didn't quite make it.
Coach, I never want to I never want to say anything negative towards any of our players, but I still have never understood why on a wide open ball a guy jumps to catch it.
Well, he may have lost that in the
Yeah,
lights.
he could have. You're right. He's going to be the punter now. He's going to get that punt off. It's a nice punt. It's going to go here to the 45-yard line. Caught there by number 4. He's going to get tackled immediately back at the 40.
Is that the Adama kid?
That is Adama. And so Dell City's going to have their first possession of the evening. 8:56 left in the first quarter. Your first quarter sponsor is Ben Osinga Insurance. For your life and home insurance needs, call Ben at 405-733-4400. So the Eagles have pretty good field position there at the 41 in their own territory. Godwin in at quarterback. Adama is the running back. 2 men split to the left, 1 man to the right. Godwin takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle. We talked about this. Right up the middle and off to the races. He's going to get all the way down to the 40-yard line. And so a 20-yard pickup, or actually 19-yard pickup, and a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And they're going to move quickly. Godwin with the snap. He's going to throw to the right side. He's got a man, number 23. The play is called dead over here, and it'll be illegal procedure on the Eagles, and that's going to move the ball back to the 35-yard line, bring up 1st down and 15.
When you go fast like this, they probably are on a wristband. They're looking at wristbands right now, and they're giving them a number, and they're telling them what play's getting ready to be run.
2 men to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the left side.
I did it again.
Maybe it actually illegally lined up, too, if they had too many men in the backfield.
Offsides on them.
Yep. So that's going to move the ball back to the
50.
To the 50-yard line. It's going to be a handoff there to Adama. Adama cuts right up the middle. The ball's free. Oh, had a chance there at that ball. We talked a little bit about that in the pregame. Adama's going to pick up about 7 on the play. Moves the ball to the 43-yard line.
I don't know if y'all can see this. No, he's off the line now. Their tight end had been covered up. And there it goes again.
Yep, he's going to keep it himself. He gets drugged down right there. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
We have a 3rd down and
3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
Okay, this formation, they really like to throw out of this formation.
And he's got a good arm. We talked about it. Godwin drops back. He's got pressures. Inside screen, little tunnel screen. He's going to get hit once, twice, 3 times. Not enough for the 1st down for sure. 5 yards picked up on the play to the 35-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th and 5.
That's called a tunnel screen, where the outside receiver comes back inside, and the offensive line are running out to the outside for and forming a tunnel for him to get through.
All right, Tessa, what have you got?
I was just going to say, it looked like Godwin got shaken up on that play right there for them, so we'll see what he can.
Trips to the left, 1 man wide to the right. Adama still in the backfield. Tessa says Godwin took a hit on that one. Play clock is down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Dell City is going to just reach in their bag and call a timeout.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. And, Coach, what do you think about this? You know, the very first part of the game, going ahead and going for it on 4th and 5. You've shown that you can stop them already. So, a little bit of chess.
Yeah, I think that they'll, we may call a timeout now ourselves. Or maybe there's a TV timeout.
I think there's a TV timeout going on. And this is being broadcast this evening on one of the Cox stations. I think it's on like 34 or CW 34, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So
I saw Myron Patton down there.
I did too. You talking about a guy that's been around sports for a long time.
Boy.
Okay, here we are, 4th and 5. 2 men split to the right, 2 to the left. Godwin drops back to pass. He's looking, and it's caught right there at the 25-yard line. 2 guys standing next to each other, along with 2 defenders. And but it was caught, and the ball will be placed at the 25 for the first down for the Eagles. He does have a good arm.
He does. There's one of the things that we used to try and do for shorter quarterbacks is get our hands up.
Trips to the right. This time Adama's got it around this left side, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds there.
Chancey Lester was the initial hitter. He did a really good job. He took on the block and then made him go around him.
Goes from the 25 down to the 21, so 4 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles.
They're in a double tight set.
Going to be a handoff to Adama across that right side. He's got a little running room. He's going to have the first down. He falls forward again. He's going to get to the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 14.
That's number 6, not number 4 as a running back.
That's Hawkins.
That's Aaron Carter on my deal.
Okay, I've got DeJuan Hawkins on here, but all right. Godwin takes the ball, hands off there to number 6 again.
He's a big old kid.
He is, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to get about 2 yards on the play. From the 14 to the 12, brings up 2nd and 8. All right, 2nd and 8 to go. 2 wide, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, wide. Godwin's going to keep it himself, and he gets hit immediately. No gain on the play, brings up 3rd down.
Tackled by number 15, Caden Davis.
That's a great job there by Caden. 3rd down and 8. I don't know what their field goal unit looks like, but they should definitely be in field goal territory here.
Yep.
But they went for it on 4th down before, early in the game. Probably no reason not to.
This is 3rd down, though.
I'm saying after this, yeah.
I still think that their field goal kickers are good.
Okay.
I mean, he's left-footed and big and good.
2 men to the right, 1 to the left. Going to be handoff there to number 6, and they grab him from the backside. He's going to go forward for about another 3 yards. He's going to get to the 9-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th and 5. They had 4th and 5 earlier and went for it. They're changing players this time.
The last tackle was made by Brock Johnson, number 52.
And they are going to be setting up for a field goal attempt. But remember that Godwin is the holder.
Yep.
And the ball is down, the kick is up, and it spins through. However, there is a flag on this side of the field for offsides against the Eagles, so that's going to move the ball back from the 9 to the 14, and he'll have to do that again. He's got quite the spin coming off that left foot, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he? He looked like he even hooked it.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can hook one on the other side of the bar.
Right outside the bar instead of inside the bar. We're trying, Tessa.
That's one thing that I think sets in a lot of situations.
Got it.
We did get the ball, and it looks like Carl Albert recovered there.
We're trying to get Tessa.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her.
We can't seem
back online with us, and
get it.
But the Carl Albert Titans have blocked that field goal attempt, and they now have the ball. Actually, they do not. And the referee's going to come in from the backside. And the referee calls timeout on himself, and so that must be a television timeout. So we're going to take a timeout with him. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Titans have taken over at the 24-yard line. This is their second possession, 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first quarter. DeQuasy's going to keep the ball. He's going to try to get to the outside, gets across the 25. The ball is free, and it doesn't. Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't look like Del City was going crazy on the other side.
Well, going back to, I don't know who blocked that field goal, but I bet I know who did.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he did or not.
Right.
Tayshawn James, I bet on it.
24 to the 28, 4 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 6. All right. A little bit of motion there, and we've got trips to the right. Robinson in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Robinson right up the middle. He's got room, and he's got the first down, and he's going to pick it up across this right side if they can catch up. It's a foot race to the end, and he gets down there to the 20-yard line before he gets pushed out of bounds. No flags on the field.
Yay.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job of blocking on this right side.
They really did. Once he got past the initial grouping, he bounced out to the outside towards our bench, and our guys just went boom.
That's right.
And kept after him.
You know, Coach, you didn't say it in the pregame, but you told me in the pregame it'd be big plays, and that was a big play.
That was a pretty big play.
That was a pretty big play. 21-yard line in Eagle territory, and the Titans are on the move, and Xavier Robinson is still, toting the mail. Trips to the left. This time DeQuasy's going to keep it. He's up the middle, and he almost cut free. One more guy to get by, and that would have been good night. But he's going to get to the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 2, and that's a great place to be.
Looks like we've got the Rhino set in.
Yep.
See how they react to this.
Lawton MacArthur did a pretty good job.
I think the speed off the snap here with Carl Albert's offense is a lot different from what Del City's seen, so I think it's going to give them fits here throughout the rest of this game.
All right.
We'll see how tough we are right here.
Xavier Robinson here in the heavy set. They're heavy to the left side. And good. They were lower.
Yep.
He hesitated that time, and that's really not what we're used to seeing out of that. No gain on the play, so the ball will still be at the 13-yard line, 3rd down and 2.
He needs to just go ahead and run.
Absolutely.
Off tackle.
We are in the red zone, brought to you by Dynamite Driving. That is the driving school. If you'd like some driver education, call Dynamite Driving at 405-467-9121. Or contact them at dynamitedriving.net. Robinson with the direct snap again. He takes that ball, same thing, pushes up, going to get to the outside, cuts up, gets to the 10, has the first down, and that's important.
Well, thought he was going to bounce it and get gone, but they're a really quick offense. Defense.
Yeah, they really are.
They are so quick.
Great job there. We are sitting at that position now where Carl Albert is I'll be honest with you, Coach, I hate 1st and goal at the 10.
Yeah.
One man left, one man right. DeQuasy's going to take the snap. He turns around and hands it off to Robinson. Robinson's across the 10 to the 5. He's dragging. He gets down to about the 3-yard line.
While there's a lull in the game, Bishop McGinnis is ahead of Coweta 7-0 in the first quarter. And McAllister is up on Piedmont 21-7.
They sure are. Guthrie and Groves in the second quarter 0-0. So here we are. It is 2nd and goal at the 3.
Back into the Rhino set.
Got Caden Davis in there, one of the Longstreet boys, and he's going to get down to the 2, and that's all she wrote there. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Looks like they're in the same.
Yep.
Going to be in the same thing.
Yep.
And it begs the question: do we go for it on 4th down?
Well, yeah.
Or do we kick
again?
Do we take our kick?
Well, right now we're going to go to the second quarter as the clock runs out, and it's 0-0 here in the second round of the OSSAA playoffs. Carl Albert and Del City, and it's pretty much what we talked about in the pregame. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Oklahoma Sports Network.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American Airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're back with you here at the end of the first quarter, 0-0 here for the Carl Albert Titans and the Del City Eagles. And the Titans actually have the ball at the 2-yard line in Eagle territory. It's 3rd and goal from the 2. And pretty excited about what we've done here at the end of the first quarter.
Well, and like we said earlier, it was a big play where the X got loose for that 60-yard run or so.
Yeah.
And it'll come down to big plays. Can they make a big play right here and force us to kick a field goal, or will we kick a field goal? Big deal.
Yeah.
But, coming from the Gary Rose School of Coaching, if you can't get 2 yards in 2 plays,
yep.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
But we always had a fullback, too. So
that's true.
That does make a difference.
Yeah, some of those guys went on to play in the pros.
One in particular.
One in particular.
Named Runnels.
That's right. He hangs around here every now and then.
Yeah, what a great guy.
He is. Well, they're ready to go now, and
I think the TV people are still.
It's interesting. I wonder how much money we get off this game. I don't think we get anything. Yeah, but
no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let that go. Okay, it's 3rd down and goal from the 2. Set up in the power set again. Xavier Robinson will take the direct snap. He's going to take it. He's going to move to that right side. Powered in. Touchdown. Carl Albert. There you go.
Good. That was the counter with the 2 up backs countering to the right and kicking and leading, and we got in.
There we go. Touchdown, Carl Albert. And again, that's just smash mouth football right down to the line.
Well, now we'll see what's getting ready to happen is the extra point. A new holder, a fairly new snapper. So that's a really integral part of football.
Mm-hmm.
Cash Ferris will be the holder, and Easton Perkins is the snapper.
Spiewak with the kick. The kick is up, and it is line drived, no good. And so Carl Albert leads 6-0. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. Your scoring recap is brought to you by Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs. That was 8 plays, 3 minutes and 32 seconds, 76 yards in total, and it was really made there by about a 52-yard run by Xavier Robinson from the 28 in Titan territory down to the 21 in Eagle territory, and then they just pounded the rock in from that point on. And so the Carl Albert Titans missed the point after attempt, and it's now 6-0 for the Carl Albert Titans over the Del City Eagles. 11:56 here in the second quarter. Your second quarter sponsor is Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs.
Well, and I want to apologize to all the viewers for I hexed us on the extra point, saying how integral that was, and it is. And we had done such a great job throughout. Miss it!
Deep onside there to the 29-yard line, and he's going to get past the first guy and get out to about the 36 before he's pounded out of bounds there.
That's that freshman.
Yep.
He must be something else. If he can play for Robert Jones.
His freshman year.
His freshman year.
Right.
Woo.
So the ball is going to be placed at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And this is their first possession of the second quarter. Go ahead.
I was just going to give you the defensive front.
Mm-hmm.
15, Caden Davis, defensive end. 16, Reed is the other defensive end. Caleb Cornell is a defensive tackle. And A.J. Mason is a defensive tackle.
Trips to the left, one man to the right. Godwin takes the snap. He's going to throw a pass out there to the outside. He stood up like it was possibly going to be a double pass, and that was out there to Sweet, number 3. And then there's a flag thrown late that just went straight up in the air. Not sure what that was all about, but we're going to find out. They're going to talk about it.
Looks like it's against us.
The referee's going to come over here, but they're marking it off. And it looks like a
Personal
personal foul. Yeah, face
mask.
And that's not what you need.
No.
So that ball is going to be placed down at the 41-yard line in Titan territory.
They may come back to that one. We were nowhere around whenever he caught the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing some type of a zone. I imagine it was thirds to that side.
Trips to the right, one man to the left. Godwin takes it and hands it off there to number 6 in the middle. That kid is just a powerhouse.
He's a big old kid.
He's going to pick up at least 5 on the play. They're going to move that ball down to the 36-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles.
It looks like we're standing up. We need to get a little bit lower. They're kind of pushing us around a little bit up front.
Trips to the right, one man left. He's going to keep it himself this time across that right side. We're not getting that first hit and drop.
Well, he's quick. And
yeah,
he cut
is.
back, and it was Cody that missed him, and he didn't really miss him. He didn't finish him.
Ball goes down to the 33-yard lines. 3 yard picked up on the play, brings up 3rd and 2. Godwin in there with that big back. I think it's DeJuan Hawkins, but we have 2 different numbers, so we're not sure. Going to hand it off to Hawkins. He gets hit right there at the line of scrimmage, and he is going to get right to the first down marker. And so from the 33 to the 31, they needed 2. They got it. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line for the Eagles.
Yeah, I have him as Aaron Carter. He's listed as a tight end. What do you have that other kid? What's the other kid's name?
I have him as DeJuan Hawkins, a senior running back linebacker.
Oh, well, that's probably him then.
Trips to the right, one man left. It's going to be a throw out here to Sweet. That time it's picked up quickly, and they're going to get him and drop him for about a 4-yard, maybe 5 yards loss.
We were just tricking them last time.
Yeah, right.
We were baiting them into doing it again so we could get them for a 5-yard loss.
I'm pretty sure that John Herbert said, don't let that happen again. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably true.
4-yard loss on the play. Back to the 35, brings up 2nd and 14 for the Eagles. 2 men to the left. We're naked out there on that far side. There we go.
I was yelling at – I wasn't yelling, but I was pointing.
You were pointing.
Get out there.
Godwin's going to take the ball, drop back to pass. He's got a man open down the middle, and just a little overthrown.
Caden Godot did a good job.
And Caden Godot's given up 4 inches on that guy for sure.
More than that.
Yeah.
That's a 6'3" kid versus Caden Godot, who's probably 5'8",
yeah,
5'7".
But he's scrappy and he's a player.
He is. He's the one that ran the touchdown back last week on the interception.
Yep.
Yeah.
3rd down and 14 now for the Eagles. They're all looking at their wristbands.
Yep. Looks like it's an empty set. 3 down here and 2 up the top. We have a special defense for this. I hope it works. Well, we call timeout.
Yeah, Coach Dunn says timeout. Let's make sure that special defense is what we're in. And we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. And Coach Goff's been breaking it down here in the while we were away.
if they continue to be in that same offense where it's no backs except for the quarterback, and this is trips left, it's a
trips left, two to the right.
It's called an empty set. Our front may do a little stunting up front, see if we can get somebody loose.
Godwin drops back to pass. And there's
Caden
Godot, and he gets away from Godot, and he's going to cut up. We've got him down at the 41-yard line. Great job there.
It was Caden Davis.
Caden Davis, that's right. and Coach Goff, you haven't lost it.
Well, I can read a piece of paper.
Okay.
No, I knew I had seen that we would in that empty set that we were going to do what's called a tug or ton. It's tackle under nose, and so the tackle went underneath, and that was who Caden Davis was, and then the nose came out and around and looped around.
And Carl Albert is actually going to take their second timeout of the half, and so they will have one timeout left, and we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we take pride in taking care of our community. When we hit the road, we're fully prepared to solve your plumbing issues. We're family owned, and we are the standard for plumbing service. With a team full of champions, being the best plumbers in Oklahoma is just part of the job. So when we show up, you can rest easy, knowing that whatever the issue may be, we can handle it and make you a happy Champion customer. Contact Champion.
We'll be back with you right here. This is the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, and we're excited. It's 4th down and 20, and we're going to tell you some scores after this, what appears to be a punt. And Coach Vineyard and Coach Dunn just about came out of their warm clothes there.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan's deep to receive. And he's just going to punt that with a little backstroke on it there.
Yep.
And that's going to go out of bounds at about the 19-yard line.
Right.
And so that is where the Carl Albert Titans will take over. 8 minutes and 28 seconds here in the second quarter. And they'll have it at their own 19-yard line. This is their third possession of the first half. Some scores from around the state that are pretty interesting. Bishop McGuinness is up 14-0 in the second quarter on Coweta, number 1 team in the state. McAllister is kind of thrashing Piedmont right now, 35-14. They just scored again. And an interesting score, which is the score that we'll want to really pay attention to, Grove is up 7-0 over Guthrie at Grove. DeQuasey takes the snap. He drops back. He's going to pass, or he's going to run. And he dropped back. It was just a quarterback draw all the way. And he's going to pick up 8 yards on the play from the 19 up to the 27-yard line.
One of the things that the linebackers will do is they'll read where Xavier Robinson goes, and he flared to the left that time. And so one of them had to go, and then the quarterback draw worked really well.
It really did work well.
You know, and that kind of plays into what y'all said earlier. There's not much film on Reed DeQuasey, and I don't think Del City really expected for him to be this big of an issue for them this far into the game.
2 men to the left. It's going to be a handoff there to Xavier Robinson around that right side. He's got the first down. He broke free. There is a flag all the way back at the line of scrimmage. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. But there is a flag, and Reed DeQuasey is standing with his feet right at the flag. And Carl Albert is walking back. We're going to see.
Oh, that was a great run.
Absolutely.
He looked like, what's that kid from Pittsburgh? Oh, I can't think of his name. Anyway, he just kind of waited, and boom, he was gone.
Jalen Warren, maybe, for the Steelers? Is that what we're
it
talking
may
about?
be. Yeah, maybe.
He's a Cowboy. He's a Former OSU Cowboy.
Oh, really?
All right.
Gosh.
Dadgummit.
What a deal.
So they're going to move that ball back. And it's going to go all the way back to the 17-yard line. So from the 27 back to the 17, it's going to be 2nd down and 12. You know, one of the things that you struggle with trying to stop Xavier Robinson is just the issue of when you start moving 9 guys up in the box, if he breaks through, there's nobody back there.
Yeah, we've talked about that in the past.
Yeah, there's just nobody there.
You can run a goal line defense against him, but if he breaks, and he does,
it's over.
And you can't catch him.
It's going to be a little pitch around this right side there, and that was given there to Tayshawn James.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play. That's something that they had seen on film, and they did a good job at responding to. The ball is up to the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Caleb Cornell comes off. Robinson comes in.
Robinson probably had to have a little rest. He just ran about 80 yards.
Yeah, Tristan Haynes comes back in the ball game. Robinson's going to split out here. Going to go an empty backfield.
That'll be different.
Trips to the right, 2 men to the left.
That'll be a
DeQuazy drops back. He's got some pressure. He's going to cut up the middle. He's going to get across the 20 out to about the 24-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 23. And that's going to be 4th down and about 6 for the Titans, and that'll put us in a punting position. Piedmont scored again. It's 35-20 there in that game. So here we are in a punting position. Trey Washington does the punting for the Titans. And see if he can get a hold of this one.
Nice
that
punt.
was a little bit of a breeze, not much, but that ball's going to get killed there at the 42-yard line.
It was a pretty punt.
It was.
It just didn't quite turn over.
Was a really pretty run by Xavier Robinson, just didn't quite score any points. Yeah.
Really nice.
All right, Del City's going to have their 3rd possession of the first half, and the ball's going to be at the 43-yard line. 6:05 left here in the 2nd quarter. Your 2nd quarter sponsor, Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs. Tyler, you're not saying much over there. Yeah. All right. So one of the things that, we're going to get through this play, and then I'll tell you more about Tyler Townsend. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Godwin in at quarterback, takes a snap. He's going to throw it out there to that left side. The ball is dropped. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
I often wonder why they try and throw it all the way across the field. We used and again, this is back in the day, we used to, our 2 wide receivers would be like 3 yards away from the tackle. And we'd just get it out there and it's boom, away you go. But we had an exceptional running back that could do that. But they try, everybody seems like they need to throw it all the way across the field.
2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. Going to be a handoff there in the middle. He's going to get hit and spin. He's just a hard runner.
He is, but we didn't wrap him up.
Right.
We hit him, and he spun.
That was.
We didn't bring the arms.
That was Adama that time, number 4.
Adama. Yeah.
And he's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. The ball's moved up to the 48-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 2 men split to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right side. Godwin takes the ball, drops back to pass. He's going to throw it across the middle. He's got a man. He hits him at the 32-yard line, and down he goes. He just had the inside position.
Well, we had him bracketed.
Yep.
Our guy didn't turn around, which was, that's neither here nor there.
32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
That's a good throw and catch by them.
It was, and you can see, he doesn't throw it. He doesn't throw an arching ball. He can throw it 20 yards on a line. 2 men to the left, 1 to the right. Godwin takes the ball, hands off there in the middle to Adama. Adama's going to try to make it around this right side, and down he goes.
Well, they're going to see that because Caden Davis came all the way from the backside and tackled him from the backside. Our defensive end on this side wrong-armed and made him bounce or bubble, and that gave him a chance. What I see is 13 keeping it and going around where Caden came from.
2nd and 10, 2 men split to the left, 1 man to the right. Godwin takes the ball. He's going to throw it out here to this right side. He's got a man hit immediately, but still a pickup of 7, maybe more. They're going to put that ball down at the 25-yard line, so a pickup of 7 on the play brings up 3rd and 3.
Really good tackle by Trey Washington. He wrapped his arms around him and drove him. He kept his feet moving, which is what we need to do the rest of the night.
They're going to go with their own heavy set this time. They bring in number 2. He comes around the left side, and he picks up the first down, falls forward to the 22-yard line. That was Demarion Turner, sophomore. Back in the game is Godwin. Needed 3, picked up 3. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 4:16 and counting. 2 men to the left, 1 to the right. Godwin is in at quarterback. He's going to hand off there across the middle, and that's number 6. The ball's down. Carl Albert recovers.
Good job.
Great job.
Stripped by number 16?
I believe so.
Reed?
Yes, sir.
That's what I saw.
James Reed. Well, thank you, Tessa. Jump in there. Carl Albert recovers the fumble, and that was the best drive so far for the Eagles. So Carl Albert comes up with their 4th possession of the second half. Ball's at the 15-yard line. DeQuasey takes the ball, hands off to Xavier Robinson. He's going to push across the 15 out to the 17, and down he goes there. Gets all the way up to the 18-yard lines. 2 yards picked up. Yeah, Tessa.
I was just going to say, it's not very often that you see Del City stumped this far into the game on offense, so props to Carl Albert for that.
Absolutely.
Playing really good.
They really are. And we said they're just strong on both sides of the ball. And so we knew it was going to be a battle. And really, you talked about it early. It's going to be a trench war. And that's really what it's been. DeQuasey's going to keep this time around the left side. He's going to cut up.
Oh.
Just missed one guy. He's going to take the ball up to the 24-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 with 3:01 and counting. Entering the game is Caden Davis. And they move a guy out of the huddle there. Is number 52 coming off to the side.
Brock Johnson.
Yep. Going to go with the power set here. Xavier Robinson gets the direct snap. He's going to go, again, it's that hesitation.
Yeah, he's waiting. What he's doing is he's waiting for the 2 guys on the right side to counter to the left side, and he waited too long that time.
That time he lost yards from the 24 back to the 23, and that's 4th down, and we're going to have to put Trey Washington in for the punt. It's just unusual to see him stand and try to figure it out instead of moving towards the line and figuring out as he goes. Trey Washington in here for the punt. And he's going to get that punt off. And again, just going to, it's good bounce. Good bounce. It's going to go down inside the 30-yard line and get dropped there about the 26-yard line. Great job there for the Carl Albert Titans and special teams. So Del City has the ball at the 26-yard line with 1 minute and 46 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, here we go defense.
Yep.
Let's hold them again.
Trips to the left. You think they'll open up the pass a little more?
Well, this is their passing. This is one of their big passing sets right here.
Yeah, trips to the left.
Empty.
2 to the right, empty.
And
This
they
time,
like to do that
this time
too.
he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to run out here and run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Chancey Lester knocks him out of bounds there, and it was clean, no matter what it may appear to the opposing stands. So it goes from the 26, and they're going to place that ball at the 30. That's a 4-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 6.
I think he knocked him back a little bit.
Yeah, trips to the left, 2 men to the right. Empty set there for Godwin. Godwin drops back to pass, and there's
There it is
holding.
again.
And this time we
go
just
for the
need
ball,
to turn
boys.
around. Turn around. Nearly hit him in the back.
Well, that was that
incomplete pass.
That was that same stunt that we showed you a little while ago. Caden Davis.
Yeah.
Got loose.
Yeah, and actually got held by 2 guys.
Well, and they didn't call it.
Right. You could see his shirt being drugged from both sides.
Yeah.
Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Godwin in the empty back. Godwin takes the snap. He drops back to pass. Going to be across the middle and is caught there for the first down. And he's going to try to get away from there. That's Sweet. And if he gets free, he's a track star.
He is.
That ball goes for 10 yards gain down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
And we didn't have any contain on the other side either.
1 minute and 20 seconds of counting. Godwin's going to keep it himself and run up the middle. That time he gets hit just across the line of scrimmage. 2 yards gained up to the 42-yard line.
Well, we're missing a player. Number 6, Tristan Haynes, is not out there at corner. I don't know.
Godwin drops back to pass. He's going to take it and run. He's going to go for the sidelines. He's going to pick up about 7 more.
We got 12. We got 7. We got 5. And 2.
Actually, yeah, he only picks up to the 47-yard line, so 5 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 3. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Godwin's going to drop back, throw to the sidelines. He's got a player for the first down. You have to tackle.
Yeah, he missed him.
Yeah, grabbing shirts is not a tackle. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Titan 45.
And there's again, I don't know where Tristan Haynes is, but Caden is a great player, but he's not Tristan Haynes.
He's not Tristan. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Godwin drops back, has a little pressure. Man caught there for an 11-yard pickup down to the 34-yard line. 42 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 2 to the left, 3 to the right.
Empty.
Yeah, still the empty back set, so he can run out of that as well. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking, a man coming from this side, misses him out there on that side. That was Reed, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. He had 2 more guys coming at him, and that's going to be 2nd and 10, 23 seconds left.
Well, apparently we've had a couple of injuries.
Now here comes Tristan right
Haynes.
now.
But Brock Johnson, our normal defensive end, is not in there. Reed is. I saw Brock limp off, and I think he's got a heavy tape job on his ankle. So we'll see how that pans out.
Going to go with the empty set again. This time 4 on the right, 1 to the left. And we had a motion over there on the other side, and they didn't call it.
They did. This guy down here did.
Okay. Yeah. That'll move the ball back to the 39-yard line. I saw that from here. I wish I had a flag.
You think you can make it down there?
No, but I could hit this guy right here in front of us, right in the back of the head. I'm pretty sure I could throw it all the way to Matt Evans. He's 3 rows in front of us here.
That'd be a good one to hit in the back of the head.
Godwin takes it. He throws across the middle. Good job there by Chancey Lester to break that up.
Yep. I wish he'd hit him a little bit lower.
Yep. So
I've got a shout out tonight.
All right.
One of our former players played on one of those 5 state championship groups. Reese Collier is he's playing for UAB, and he's supposed to be listening tonight. And I wanted to give Coach Herbert said to give Reese Collier a shout out, and just we miss you, buddy.
That's right. 3rd down and 15. Godwin takes the snap. This time he's looking down to the left side. He almost gets hit by his own player and gets drugged down from the backside. And that was Caden Davis. Yeah.
He's quite the player.
And that's going to bring up 4th down. And there's 8 seconds left on the clock. And so you've got to wonder. You got to be really careful here. You got to wonder what Del City might do with 8 seconds.
It's their timeout.
Yeah, they called their timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back with you in one moment on the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Network. The Titans lead 6-0 over the Del City Eagles. 8 seconds left in the first half. And Del City with a 4th down and about 19, 4th down and 18. They are lining up to go for it here. Really got nothing to lose. Carl Albert's going to drop back all the way back to the 15-yard line with the safety.
This is called a nickel prevent.
And they're going to get to him, and that's it. That's the half. We actually are going to have 3 seconds left if we're very, very careful. There was 3 seconds left when he went to the ground. And so it'll be a turnover on downs for the Eagles. And now we have the ball.
We might be able to do a Hail Mary.
Yeah, and we're going to do the Hail Mary. We saved that one timeout. And
they'll be in a nickel prevent.
Great job there by James Reed just to wrap him up.
Yeah, very good.
And take him to the ground. I'm going to give it to the clock guy over here, at halftime. Say, hey, that finger was not fast enough.
He's pretty quick.
Yeah. 1st and 10. The ball's at the 45-yard line. One play. Xavier Robinson is deep, and it may just be a drop to a knee is the way it looks, and that's exactly what it is. And the time is out for the half. And the Carl Albert Titans in the second round of the playoffs lead 6-0 over the Del City Eagles. We'll be back with you here in just a few moments on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
The Earth is 70% water. And 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we take pride in taking care of our community. When we hit the road, we're fully prepared to solve your plumbing issues. We're family owned, and we are the standard for plumbing service. With a team full of champions, being the best plumbers in Oklahoma is just part of the job. So when we show up, you can rest easy, knowing that whatever the issue may be, we can handle it and make you a happy Champion customer. Contact Champion Plumbing today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Augusta Contracting is a general contracting company that specializes in commercial and industrial construction projects. When you choose us as a partner for a project, we assure quality workmanship, exceptional performance, and unparalleled client satisfaction. At Augusta Contracting, safety is top priority. Our main focus is to send our team home to their families safe, happy, and healthy. Augusta Contracting, where your idea turns to reality and your project comes to life.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
Back with you here. It's halftime at your Carl Albert Titan versus the Del City Eagles second round playoff game, and it's kind of what we said, I think, Coach.
it's kind of panning out to be almost exactly what we said.
Yeah.
Big plays. We've had a couple of big plays. One of them got called back. And we were just discussing, they haven't had really a big play.
No.
They've had a couple of nice plays.
They've broken a couple, yeah.
But we've got an opportunity to get them down. And
yeah, there's been 4 possessions for each team in the first half, and the score is 6-0. We had that chance. I mean, we saw Xavier break one for 70 yards, but then with the holding call, takes it all the way back. But at the same time, we talked about, it might be big plays. That has happened. We've had 2 big plays.
And we blocked an extra
I was going to say, and turnovers, yeah. So I think we're ahead on the turnover battle, and we blocked the field goal, and that's what, keeps us here at 6-0. Our halftime sponsor is Tooney Buy Houses. We buy and renovate homes. We also lease and owner finance homes throughout the state of Oklahoma, and that is Tooney Buy Homes, our halftime sponsor. And I'm actually going to put something up there that, that just kind of says that. So there we go.
He's pretty good.
Yep. So, again, 6-0, and it has been it's been a defensive struggle, and it's been, in the trenches a lot.
Yeah.
There's really very little that I can say any more than just what we expected to happen is happening. These are 2 strong teams, and both offensively and defensively, and we're seeing that play out on the field right before our very eyes.
They're equally matched.
They are
equally coached.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Jones has a couple of former Titans on his staff, and Coach Dunn has a couple of former Titans on his staff, along with guys that I coached with for years.
Right.
So they know each other. They're going to be very fundamentally sound, and which they are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to, like we said, it may come down to a block punt, a block kick,
right?
Something like that.
I think Brandon Johnson is calling a great game. I think Coach Johnson is calling a great game. He's taking what is there,
right?
And
yeah, I think you're right.
That's there comes a point you just have to take what they give you. You don't try to impose your will, because this is not necessarily a defense we can impose our will on.
No, and Coach Johnson has always been – he's done that ever since he was 25.
Right.
I mean, and he looks 25 now.
He still looks
really
25. Yeah, that's the truth. He still looks 25. So the other thing is Coach Herbert, I think, is calling a great game. And we've moved – I've actually seen more people moving on and off of the defensive side of the ball tonight than I think I've seen all year.
Well, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. We've had to.
Yeah, I think so too.
We've had a couple of kids get dinged up, and again, that's the physical part of the game, and it's the next man up mentality.
Right.
Right now we're doing a really good job of that. You want to do some scores real quick?
Yeah, I was going to say something just happened that is pretty exciting. Yeah, go ahead.
What's that?
Guthrie in the third quarter just tied it up with Grove, 7-7.
Well, it isn't on mine.
I just saw it. Update on mine.
Well, good. Maybe it'll update.
Yeah.
Anyway, McAllister is ahead of Piedmont 42-21.
And they're at half.
Yeah. And Carl Albert, of course, is ahead of Dell City 6-0. Bishop McGuinness is still in the second quarter. Mine hadn't updated yet.
Mine's at half.
But it's 14-0 still?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's got a big computer. I've got my phone.
Well, and, you and I both said off the air, and this is nothing. Nobody's dissing Bishop McGuinness.
Oh, no.
But I don't think either one of us thought that Bishop McGuinness would be up on Coweta at halftime.
No, not in the least.
Coweta has really just been running through their opponents.
Yeah, and having watched them on film today or yesterday play Dell City.
Yeah.
Since that's one of the common opponents, I thought there's no way.
Yeah.
That McGuinness will.
Oh, okay. I'm going to throw this out there, and I should never do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to throw this out there. So Dell City played Coweta, basically to a tie at the end of regulation.
Right.
And then they lost in overtime to Coweta. That was the only close game Coweta's had all year long.
All year long.
And again, we played Coweta. I think we were shell shocked when we saw DeQuasi go out.
Sure.
I think the team was shell shocked. It wasn't. I mean, we've been around football long enough to know that a guy's going to go down. That's going to happen. But when that happened with a brand new team, brand new quarterback, Xavier Robinson being the number one back this year, a lot of things happened on that game, and they rolled the score up. But they only beat us by 14 at Coweta, right?
44-14.
44-14. That's right.
Whenever we played them good till like 7 minutes left in the game.
Exactly.
And then I think they got
that's
21
right.
points.
That's
in the
right.
last
They
7
did.
minutes.
That's what it was. That's what I was thinking. And so again, I'm going to say something that I probably should never say. I'm not sure right now the way this is playing out. I'm not sure that Del City and Carl Albert aren't the best two teams in the state.
Well, that's a very good possibility, but that's yet to be said.
Well, absolutely.
Or yet to be seen, of course. Yeah. I made the statement earlier today to a couple of guys that I thought that whoever won this game would make it to the finals.
I think you're absolutely right.
Now, I don't know.
I'm
there's
telling
so
you,
many things that can happen in a finals.
Right.
That.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, McAllister's, they're doubled up on Piedmont now, 42-21 at half. And but I mean, I'm not going to count out Coweta, and definitely Grove has played a great season. They're still undefeated as well.
Yeah.
And from the film that I've watched on Grove, and I mean, if the game were to be over right now, we'd be playing one of those two teams. The film I've watched on Grove, they're not a superstar team. They've got 9 good guys on each side of the ball, and they're just a team.
And they do have a really good running back.
They do have a good running back.
And he's got a great story, and maybe a lot of you heard about it last year. But anyway, that's for another time.
That's right. That's right. So here we are. It's halftime. We've got 7.5 minutes left in this halftime. Our halftime sponsor, again, is Tooney Buys Houses, and we want to thank them for their sponsorship all year long. Mm-hmm. So what do we expect to see in the second half? What changes? Because actually, we talked about it right there at the very beginning of the game in regard to and a fumble actually caused it to go awry. We were talking about, is Del City going to go for it on – fourth down, and they did, and they got it, and all that kind of stuff. And we talked about the chess match. So what chess match is going to be played now between Coach Jones and Coach Dunn?
Well, they're going to get the ball. Coach Dunn's philosophy is we need to 3-and-out them or don't let them score in their first series.
Right.
And if that happens, then it's ball in our court.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that works. I don't see that there's going to be a whole lot of changes. They started doing a lot of spread stuff there at the end, but there was not much time left.
Right.
And they were either going to throw the ball or let the quarterback run the ball.
Right.
I don't know that they're going to let him run the ball a whole lot much anymore because he got smacked a few times.
Yeah, he did. And we talked about that in the pregame. He's not a real big kid.
No, he's not.
Yeah. So, okay, well, the chess match is going to be played out, and we're going to be watching for it. It's 6-0. That's not enough.
I agree.
That's not enough by either team. I mean, we're at a point because either one of these teams can score quick and in bunches, and so we definitely want to look forward to this second half. So please don't leave us. Thank you if you're watching on Facebook Live. Thank you if you're watching on YouTube this evening, and especially those of you out there that are watching on the Oklahoma Sports Network.com. Where you can watch the games again and again. Just contact the oksportsnet.com, and you can watch games from all over our system from 12 different schools. We'll be back with you here in just a few moments on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we take pride in taking care of our community. When we hit the road, we're fully prepared to solve your plumbing issues. We're family owned, and we are the standard for plumbing service. With a team full of champions, being the best plumbers in Oklahoma is just part of the job. So when we show up, you can rest easy, knowing that whatever the issue may be, we can handle it and make you a happy Champion customer. Contact Champion Plumbing today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group is your full IT managed service provider, utilizing simple, reliable technology for your home and business. Remote monitoring and management, network infrastructure, and cybersecurity, all with 24/7, 365-day live support. When you partner with CTG, you get the 150 years combined experience of our experts, helping your business grow while keeping your systems secure.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the teams are just now coming back on the field to do their warm-ups for the next 3 minutes, and then we will have the kickoff. As Coach Goff said earlier, the Eagles will have the kickoff, and they will have first possession. we talked about each team had 4 possessions for that first half. And just on the drive chart, and I haven't done the total number of plays, but on the drive chart, Carl Albert has 136 total yards. Del City has 137 total yards. But what matters is there's 6 more digits on the scoreboard
for the home team.
That's right. And so very evenly matched. We kind of talked about that coming in, and just excited to see this second half play out, and the chess match that's going to take place between the roommates.
Well, yeah, the former roommates.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Del City is like we were talking about earlier. They're a program on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't quite been in certain situations like the Carl Albert kids have.
Mm-hmm.
The being behind, being in a quarterfinal round. Del City's not used to that stuff.
Right.
I don't think. But I think the mentality, as you watch the kids come out, our kids came out pretty fired up and all that stuff. Their kids came out and they weren't quite as fired up. I mean, I don't know whether that's due to the weather or I really don't. I don't want to say anything that they're not mentally prepared.
No.
Because I'm sure they are. It's strange.
Yeah, it really is. Well, we're watching some field goal attempts there from 30 yards out into the wind, and he's making those. I just looked over there because I felt a breeze come in this little window.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a window open just barely here, and because we don't want to be cold. And
exactly.
And so
you don't want to be cold?
No, Tessa.
Are you back?
Here she's back. She's back. So did you get something to eat down there? Nope, I can't hear you.
Oh, there you go. I walked in a circle and you found me.
Okay.
I had hot chocolate, and that was enough to do good for me. So I'm ready to go now.
Did you pour it in your boots?
No, I should have. That may have been a good idea, huh? Yeah. I could have. I got this vest down here, this nifty little new vest of mine, so I'll be good.
Okay. Well, I just noticed the flags just picked up, and they're on the north end of the field, and that's the most wind we've seen all day, really.
Yeah,
so there is a nice north-easterly breeze blowing, and so that, it can play. And with that, I'll go ahead and look and just see. They had talked earlier about the possibility of some rain coming in, and you know what? As we say that, you look over to the western side of the state, and the rain is beginning to move in from the northeast. It is not here in the Oklahoma City metro yet, but there is rain out at Piedmont and over by Minko and Chickasha.
You sure it's rain?
Well, it
might be snow.
It's green. That's what I can tell you. Yeah. So, but it's cold enough for the snow to come in. It's currently 28 degrees, and with a 20% chance. So we'll see. Maybe if the second half gets sloppy, it could be a little bit different ball game.
Exactly. If this field gets sloppy, which heavens, we hope not.
No.
Then it could be pretty difficult. I'm not sure which way we're going to kick. It looks like we're going to kick back to the north into the wind.
That means we would have the breeze
in the fourth quarter.
Yes, so that does make sense. All right, so we are here getting ready to have our third quarter. Third quarter is brought to you by Bobby Lewis Insurance. Surprisingly great rates with 2 locations to serve you. In Choctaw, call 405-281-6700. And in Del City, call 405-670-3665. So we will be kicking off. And Coach Farley is rallying his troops down there.
We were trying to think of that running back from Pittsburgh. One of my former students, Brandon Wright, just texted me, said Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell, there you go. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Tessa?
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell.
Okay, so the Titans are coming out. Ethan Spiewak is getting it set up on the tee. And I think Coach Farley's going to have him, we've been doing that kind of deep onside down there to the 30.
Yep.
And Tango McCauley is down there on the left side of the field. And then number 40, that's Ricklin Holmes, is on the right side. And he's a freshman. Let's see which way Spiewak goes with this kick. And he's going to dump it right down the middle to the 15-yard line, taking there at the 16. And he's got a lane, and he cuts open, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 43-yard line. And that was number 4, Braylon Adama.
Yeah, that was Adama.
Yep.
Good little run back. Good run back.
And so Del City sets up with good field position on their first possession. 11:54 here in the third quarter. And the ball is going to be at the 43-yard line. Well, defense, step up.
Yep.
Easton Harless, Cody Longstreet, Chancey Lester in there at the second line. Ball's going to go to Adama this time. He's got a free lane, runs right across the middle, goes for 10 yards. And that was Braylon Adama, and gets into Titan territory there at the 46-yard line. 11 yards picked up on the play, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 2 men to the left, tight end on the right. He's going to hand off again to Adama across that left side. He's just going to power forward for about 4 more yards. Gets finished off there by Caleb Cornell.
Chancey Lester was in on that, too. He came around from his Sam linebacker position, or weak side linebacker position, sorry.
Actually picks up 5 to the 41, brings up 2nd and 5. 2 men split to the right. Godwin takes the snap, hands off to Adama again. He's going to pick up the first down, and he just lowers his head and looks for somebody to hit.
Yep.
They're going to put him down there at the 35-yard line. That's another first down for the Eagles. And they're coming out with a little more enthusiasm.
They are. They're blocking us. That's what's going on. I think they get used to throwing the ball and then having their quarterback sprint out, and they're lining up and blocking us.
1 man left, 1 man right. Godwin's going to take the ball, hand off to Adama again. He hits the line. He hits the second set, and he just ran over. He ran over Longstreet there at the 34-yard line.
Yep.
And moves all the way down to the 29-yard line. 6 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 4. That's what I say. When he lowers his head and goes at you, you better wrap up or be ready for the punishment. 1 to the left, 1 wide to the right. Handoff, nope. Godwin's going to keep it himself, and he cuts back to the inside. He's got an open running lane down inside the 10 and falls down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. Well, this is just a take it to you.
Yeah, they're blocking us, and they're running through us.
We're working on trying to get our picture back up for you, so we'll do the best we can do to tell you what's going on. 1 man split left. No, I don't think so. 1 man split left, 1 man split right.
Ball. Oh,
we got the ball. He's running free down the field to the 30, to the 40, to the 50. He gets down and falls forward to the 34-yard line. It was a fumble.
Snap. I mean, they snapped it and they hit the quarterback. And then it hit the running back, and then Caden was there and took off. If he'd have just waited just another second, one of our guys would have blocked number 6, and he might have gone and scored.
So Carl Albert has the ball at the Eagle 37-yard line, 33-yard line.
Another big play.
And we're sorry that we're having technical difficulties with the camera. We cannot get the camera up right this moment. So the Carl Albert Titans, with 9:46 left in the third, are coming at you. Reed DeQuazy takes the ball. He's going to do a quarterback draw right up the middle, and he gets inside the 30 from the 33 down to about the 28. So that would be 5 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 5. So Carl Albert's just going to say, you're going to run it, we're going to run it.
Well, so far so good.
Yep. Two men split to the left.
Again, another big play.
James Reed in the H-back spot on the right side. Xavier Robinson in there at running back. Handoff to Robinson. He's going to go across that right side. He's got the first down to keep going. He gets down inside the 20 to about the 16. Actually, they're going to move it back to the 17-yard line. So he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play. 1st and 10 from the 17, and we are in the red zone, brought to you by Dynamite Driving, LLC.
I think Coach Cam may have had a little heart-to-heart talk with X about how he's supposed to run the ball as a Carl Albert Titan tailback.
Keeter, if you'll check your camera up there just to make sure that you have everything plugged in. And we've got two men split to the left. Going to be a handoff there to Xavier Robinson up the middle. And he's just going to pound forward for about 2 more yards. And he's going to get to the 15-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Caleb Cornell comes off. Caden Godot goes in. Actually, Caleb goes back out, and James Reed comes off.
James Reed looks like he has a pretty heavy tape job on his ankle, too. So it's going to be survival of the fittest in a lot of cases.
Tristan Haynes split wide to the left. Trey Washington split wide to the right out there with Caden Godot. Xavier Robinson to the right of Reed DeQuazy. DeQuazy takes the snap. And he's going to toss it over the middle. And he's hot! Touchdown, Caleb Cornell!
And it knocked the wind out of him when he caught it.
Touchdown, Carl Albert Titans. A little pass. Reed DeQuazy played that so well. He let the ball come to, or let the defense come to him, giving Cornell enough time to get over and out. And he just outstretched his arms, and he's going to come up slow down there from the end zone, but it is touchdown, Carl Albert Titans. DeQuazy to Cornell.
Are we back online?
We are back on.
Did you show a replay of that?
Yeah, we tried.
Oh, good.
Whatever we had, we did. All right, we're glad to have you back with us. We apologize for the stream going down. Not the stream. The stream was fine, but the camera going down. I thought I was going to have Tessa start doing play-by-play for us.
You guys want that? I don't know about that.
All right, so they had a little bit of a timeout there for Caleb Cornell to catch his breath, and that's good because well, he was the long snapper. He's not doing the long snapping anymore.
Easton Perkins is doing
right. And so it looks like that the Titans are
we are going to kick, though.
Coming out with Ethan Spiewak, so we are going to go for the point after try and not go for the 2-point conversion. And Cash Ferris is the holder.
Let's go, boys. Good snap. Good hold.
And we've got
they came across.
They've got let's see. Yeah, I was going to say because we also had Tristan Haynes also moved out there on the right side, and so
down. I think they did it first, but I don't know that for sure.
Well, I know Ethan can do it from either direction, but no, they're going to call it on Tristan Haynes.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, on the right side, he took a half step forward, and but this right side on the defense came across the line. Okay, so now we're going to move it back to the kick will actually be a 25-yard point after try. Ethan Spiewak there. Cash Ferris is going to take the snap. The ball is down. The kick is up.
Good.
And it is good. And that takes the Carl Albert Titans 13 and the Del City Eagles 0. We'll be back with you here in just a few moments on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where our scoring recap is brought to you by Champion Plumbing. Don't settle for less. Call the champs. That ended up being a 4-play drive and covering 33 yards off of the fumble, which was run back to the 33-yard line, and that was coming from the 6-yard line in Titan territory. Taking up 1 minute and 58 seconds, Reed DeQuazy to Caleb Cornell for a 15-yard touchdown strike, and that's where the score is now, 13-0. And we needed that breather because Del City came out and they were running that ball.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully we'll have everybody back at full strength when we get back out there. I can't find Caleb down there on the sideline, so I hope he's okay.
Speewalk, and this time he does exactly what Coach Farley said, and he's going to drop it off there to Adama, and Adama is going to only get back to the 30-yard line.
Good job.
That was very good. They kept it up long enough to be able to get in there and cover the kick.
Well, there goes Caleb. That's good.
7 minutes and 43 seconds here in the third. Carl Albert leading 13-0.
He's just a pretty tough old kid.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I'm glad he isn't playing for that other school that he was playing for last year.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a couple of updates. Piedmont has come back and made the score 42-33 with McAllister. McAllister's ahead 42-33. Grove is ahead 20-13 over Guthrie.
That's a really good game. One man split wide left, one man split wide right. Adama in the backfield there with Godwin. Godwin drops back to pass. He's going to throw a long one down the field.
Good job.
And that was overthrown. Sweet saying, hey, why don't I have a flag? And the ball was completely past him when Trey Washington touched him.
That was good defense there on Carl Albert's part, you know.
Oh, thank you.
There's a flag there.
Yeah. All right, 2nd down and 10. The ball is still at the 30-yard line in Eagle territory. One man split wide to the left. Tight end on the left side, one man to the right. Going to hand off to Adama. Adama's going to try to get around that right side. He's got some running room, and he's going to pick up about 7 from the 30 up to the 37-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Don't listen to the guy next door. He doesn't know what he's talking about when he said 3rd and 2. It's 2.5, so I always say it's 3. 2 men split to the right, 1 man to the left. Adama takes the ball right up the middle, and he's going to get right at the yard marker.
I think he made it.
He had to reach the 40, and they're going to say he did. 1st and 10 for the Del City Eagles at the 40-yard line. They're moving a little quicker as well. 2 men split out here to the right. Adama gets the ball. He's going to go to that left side. He just buries his head, and he's got a free run out there, and he gets tattooed by Tayshawn James, but not after he picks up 12 yards.
Yeah, I think Caleb's hobbled, and that's where they ran. They brought in another defensive tackle for Caleb.
2 men to the right. Hand off to Adama again. He's just going to try to drag it up the middle. Yep.
That's a little better. They're countering, and our defensive end is getting underneath, which is good. And they're blocking back, and we're crossing face.
2 yards.
Good job.
2 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So one of the hardest things for linebackers to read is the pullers.
2 to the right. Hand off to Adama. He's going to try to go up the middle. He gets caught there by Easton Harless. Picks up 1 yard on the play. Gets to the 45.
Yeah, I think Easton was nicked up earlier in this series because Vineyard came in for Easton, and then Easton came back in and making plays.
3rd down and 7. Good place for a stop.
Yeah, we're playing a lot of zone against this spread set, and so there are certain zones that are open. Hopefully we'll cover those up.
Godwin drops back to pass. He's going to throw it out there in the flat to number 8. We got mixed up. It's going to be 4th and 1. We had 2 defenders run into each other and block each other out of the play. The ball's going to go to the 40-yard line.
Here comes their heavy stuff.
Yep, they needed 7. They picked up 5. It's 4th and 2 at the 40. 38 is the line to meet, and Carl Albert is going to call a timeout. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, and they put the big boy in the backfield now, number 6, and we have found out that his name is Aaron Carter. He's a junior, and he's quite the hard runner, and you kind of got to believe that there's a good chance it's going to go to him for 2 yards. Godwin takes it, hands it off to Carter. They drop him. Turnover on downs. Carl Albert ball. That's what we wanted right there.
That's Titan defense right there, y'all. I don't know what we were in, but we were in something. It looked like our goal line, maybe.
That was a good defense because that kid hadn't been stopped for 2 yards all night long.
Well, and that, again, it goes back to sometimes who wants it the most.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Carl Albert takes over on down. Go ahead, Tessa.
I was just going to say, I hear Coach Jones a lot say it, these turnovers and these stops here are super pivotal in these close games. And to see that Carl Albert's coming on top of that here tonight, I think it'd be interesting to hear what Coach Jones is saying on that other side.
Xavier Robinson gets popped up there in the backfield. He's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 there at the 41-yard line.
It's one of those plays it's a little bit delayed, and if you a little bit delay against this front, you may get hit in the backfield.
Yeah.
Because they are pretty salty.
Tristan Haynes, Trey Washington, Tayshawn James in. Cornell comes off to the side. He's visibly limping.
Yeah.
And
he got twisted around on that touchdown catch and landed kind of funny.
2 men to the right, 1 man to the left. H-back. Reed DeQuazy's got a man in motion left or right, and he's going to keep it himself and cut back up the middle. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play up to the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. That looked a little broken to me, Coach.
Well, no, I think it just took a little bit of time because Tayshawn wasn't coming fast enough. I guess it was Tayshawn that was coming across. Or that we snapped the ball too quick. One of the two.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was a quarterback draw the whole way.
3 minutes and 44 seconds and counting, and the Titans are not in any hurry to go ahead and move to the line. They go to the line with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Trips to the left, 2 men to the right. DeQuazy in empty backfield. He takes the ball. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to try to run it up the middle there. He's going to pick up 1 yard on the play to the 47-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th and 4 in a punting situation.
Yeah, he kind of hurried that one. He needed to kind of let that develop a little bit. You know, there are some times when you need to let them develop, and sometimes you don't.
Sometimes
you feel like a nut.
You feel like a nut, and sometimes, that's what was in my head.
Yep.
Well, Guthrie has, I don't know if they're waiting on a point after try or if they maybe missed a point after try, but Guthrie has gone in there and put 19 up, and Grove is sitting at 20 at Grove. So Grove is ahead by 1. Trey Washington gets the snap, and he gets kick off the side of his foot and out. It gets a Carl Albert roll down inside the 20 to the 15, down to the 14. I think it's going to be dead there at the 13-yard line. So a very good, favorable roll there.
Well, and I don't know if you all saw. You did. You saw them. They went back for a return, and if Trey Washington had a chance or had been turned loose to do this, he could have walked to a first down.
Yep.
But he didn't. He did what he was coached to do. That's good.
So the ball is on the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. One man split to the left, 2 to the right. Adama and Godwin. Godwin's going to drop back to pass. And it's batted down there by James Reed.
Attaboy, James. Good job. So what, to get your hands up?
2nd and 10. The ball is at the 13.
We had a little kid that played for there was a little kid that played for El Reno back in the late 90s, and he was not any taller than that kid, and one of our defensive strategies was to get our hands up when he threw the ball. And we blocked. We knocked down a couple.
One man to the left.
Counter.
This time Godwin's going to come back across that right side. He's being chased by Chancey Lester. Gets knocked out of bounds there by Tristan Haynes.
Attaboy, Tristan. I think Tristan likes contact.
Yeah, he does.
I really do. I like the way he hits.
That ball is going to be placed on the 15-yard line. 2 yards picked up on the play. It's 3rd and 8.
Again, another strategic move by Carl Albert's John Herbert. Number 4 just came in at safety.
There you go. Reed DeQuasey coming in at the safety position. Chancey Lester moves out. Godwin's looking to pass. He's looking to get out here on that outside. He's just going to throw it out there, and he does get his receiver. That was number 23 with the reception.
Blake Baker, or Barker, sorry.
And he is hit there immediately by Trey Washington, but it is enough for the first down.
You know, I was telling you that I coached some of their dads. Well, his dad I coached.
The ball is at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Adama. He's going to go to that left side. He's going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage. Picks up maybe 1. Out to the 26-yard line, brings up 2nd and 9. 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, and that used to be our strategy. Also, is our quarterback wouldn't play any time except in the playoffs, in the secondary. And here we go. It's playoff time.
They're right. 2 men to the right, 1 man wide to the left. Adama still in the backfield. Godwin is at quarterback. Godwin takes the ball. He's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man, and he just overthrows him. But he catches him by the feet. That was Tristan Haynes there on the defense. And they are going to do a pass interference against Carl Albert, and that'll move the ball down the field. And a first down.
Don't move yet, chain gang, dang.
Yep. The ball's at the 26.
Well, no, that's pretty good.
So the ball is now going to be at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
I can say that to chain gang. I go to church with them.
Yeah. Trips to the right. Godwin drops back to pass. He's looking. He's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to get hit there by Reed and then again by Longstreet. He's going to get out to the 48-yard line. 7 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, we were in a prevent. We're rushing 3 and dropping 8 on that. Hopefully we're spying him. We'll see.
Trips to the right this time. 1 man left. Adama in the backfield with Godwin. Looks like we're bringing a little bit more pressure, and he's going to come off that inside, and he's going to look to throw to get it downfield, and he's just throwing it away. Well, that's going to be third down.
And that's the thing about, sprinting right at him.
Yeah. One step either way.
One step, he's gone.
Yep.
Which is good.
Third down, 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Trips to the right, one man left. When you bring pressure like that, you're leaving your defensive people on an island, but, it's worked.
It's 3rd and 2. They're probably going to run it. Yep.
They hand off to Adama, and I don't think he got it.
He didn't get that one.
I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be about a half yard short right at the 50-yard line.
Yep. And now it's fourth quarter. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, they're going to mark that just short of the line to gain. And they may even measure that since we're at the fourth quarter. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network for the fourth and final quarter of this second round of the playoffs, the quarterfinals, Carl Albert and Del City. Your quarter sponsor is Cheap Sleep Furniture. And if you'll go buy a Cheap Sleep Furniture in Midwest City and mention this broadcast, you'll receive a free gift just for visiting Cheap Sleep Furniture. I actually think you went to Cheap Sleep Furniture, didn't you?
We went a couple of weeks ago and bought my son a mattress.
All right.
Had it shipped in from somewhere around Tulsa, I think. And they were very nice, very gracious. Took my money just real quick.
I bet they did. Yeah. All right. Well, we're in a little bit of a delay here because of the big cameras. They cost a lot more, so you have to have a lot more advertising, I guess. Yep. So anyway, we're doing the best we can do. Bishop McGinnis is up 21-14 over Coweta in the third quarter. Grove is ahead of Guthrie 20-19 in the fourth quarter, and McAllister is leading Piedmont 42-34. Nope, it just updated 49-34.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So here we are, fourth and inches, and this time he's going to take it and he's going to get across there. He's got the first down.
Yep.
He's going to get down to the 48-yard line. That's going to be plenty enough. 48 on the other side, so he went from right at the 50 to the 48.
I'll tell you, Caden Davis is he's either quicker as a cat or something, because he was in the backfield almost before the guy got the ball and just didn't quite get him.
Godwin takes the snap, hands off to Adama across that right side. He got hit right there by Caden Davis at the line of scrimmage, and maybe they're going to give him a yard. That's what it looks like.
Yep. And the technique for that is Caden is coming underneath the two pullers. And once he gets underneath there, if the back follows where he's supposed to, Caden's right there to make the tackle.
And they do not give him a yard. It's second down and 10.
Looks like they're going empty.
We've seen this. 11 minutes and counting. Second and 10. The ball is at the 48-yard line in Titan territory. Trips to the right. Two men to the left. Empty backfield for Godwin. Godwin takes the snap. He's going to throw it out here to the outside. It's hit by number 8.
Oh,
he gets hit immediately by Chancey Lester. So the ball's going to go from the 48 to the 46. 2 yards picked up on the play is going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
I was going to say Carl Albert's defense is just doing such a great job. You know, they're not getting sucked down off the snap, and they're there to make a every single time.
Trips to the right. 2 men to the left. Empty back set again for Del City. Godwin is the quarterback all the way. This time he takes the ball. He drops back. He's going to keep it himself, and he gets caught from the backside. Caden Davis.
Good job. Get up.
Does a great job at just dragging him down for no gain on the play. Actually, it's a loss of a yard back to the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 9, and it looks like Del City may be pulling the trigger here to go for it again. 4th and 9 at midfield. It might be a little bit difficult to say that that's the best decision, and they're changing out players. Carl Albert is leaving their defense on.
Our defense is going to stay out there.
Absolutely.
They're going to put Tristan back, but I bet he's been told not to do a whole lot.
Right. So they are in punt formation. That was a 12-play drive and burned a lot of time. Flag comes in from the backside. It looks like it was a delay of game. The play clock ran out because they made their decision so late. Grove just scored again. It's 27-19. Whoever wins this game is going to play either Guthrie or Grove. Piedmont and McAllister in a scoring match. Ball is down, and he gets it off. It actually is just kind of a bouncer and is going to back up across the 35 and get touched first at the 36-yard line. The flag over on the far side of the field, but the teams look like they're trading spaces anyway. It was illegal procedure, and I think we'll take that punt.
Yeah, we'll decline that.
Yeah.
Take the ball on the, 35, 36?
Yes, sir, on the 36-yard line in Titan territory. 9 minutes and 16 seconds left in this game. The Carl Albert Titans come out. Reed DeQuazian quarterback. Xavier Robinson there at the running back position. 2 men split to the left, 1 man to the right. DeQuazie takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw long down the field. He's got Trey Washington. It's a beautiful catch over the shoulder down at the 35-yard line.
That was a great catch by Trey.
That was dropping it in the bucket, too, just right over the shoulder.
Yep.
There's that throw game y'all said we haven't seen yet from Reed DeQuazie.
Yeah, right. There we go.
There.
Exactly.
That's what we said. The ball is at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 in Eagle territory.
Yeah, they're going to play a lot of man free back in the back end, and if we get an opportunity to drop one in like that, that'd be good.
DeQuazie keeps it across that left side. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play.
See, I don't think he's trying to break it.
I don't think he is either. I don't think he is.
Run and get 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yep. He takes it down to the 28-yard line. 7 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 3.
Run clock run.
Yep, 8:47 and ticking. And I think they're probably going to be a little bit more patient. 22 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
So they're bringing that in. Reed is going to be watching that play clock. Trips to the right. Under 10. Handoff to Xavier Robinson. He gets hit first in the backfield, and then he's just going to get tied up there at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Yeah. Actually, they're going to move it down to the 27. They're going to say 1 yard picked up on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 2. And this is where you see DeQuazie come off and Robinson stay in, and the heavy set try to pick up that other 2 yards. Bishop McGinnis and Coeta now are tied 21-21 in the 3rd quarter. Robinson takes it across this right side. He's got to get to the outside. He goes 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Carl Albert. No flags on the field.
Oh, my goodness. He's the man.
He is. That time he was patient, waited to the outside.
My goodness.
Just pushed one guy out of the way and took it in. 27 yards out, touchdown, Xavier Robinson.
You know, here I am yelling, hit it, get that 1 yard.
Yeah.
Way to go, Trey, or way to go, X.
All right, Cash Ferris in to hold.
How long was that run?
Speedwalk 27.
27.
Speedwalk in to do the point after try. He's got the wind at his back. Oh, a little bit of help. Cash Ferris is coming up. Somebody's got to get open. He's just going to throw it to the back of the end zone, and he steps out of the end zone. The score is 19-0. Carl Albert over Dell City. We'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Titans just went 4 plays, and they covered 64 yards in those 4 plays, and taken in there by Xavier Robinson from 27 yards out. And Coach Goff was screaming for him to pick up 2. He just went 27, so he did that and more.
I was a defensive coach.
Yeah. So the Titans lead 19-0. And I, Tessa mentioned this earlier, but if you would have told me that this would have been a shutout with 7 minutes to go, I don't think I would have believed you, really.
I'd have called you a liar.
Yeah. So the Titans are right now pitching a shutout, though, over the Dell City Eagles. You know, on the state rankings, Carl Albert is ranked 5th and Dell City is ranked 3rd. So in many people's books, this would be an upset. So Ethan Spiewak is in to do the kicking duties, and he's going to kick that. He's actually going to kick this one long, gets it over the head.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we want right there. Make him start at the 20. And that was a good job there by Coach Farley.
And he had a little bit of wind behind him, and
yes,
he did a great job.
That was a great job by Coach Farley, because on that last kickoff, they had all sucked up inside the 20, and they did the same thing here.
Yep.
And Farley said, put it over their head, Ethan, and that's exactly what he did. Great job on special teams.
Here we go, D.
So Dell City is going to have the ball at the 20-yard line with 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in this game.
Having played some of these kids in crucial situations defensively, it allows our the kids that are banged up a chance to get help.
Godwin drops back to pass. He throws it out there in the flat, and the ball is loose. It looked like on an NFL replay, we would have scored a touchdown right there.
Yeah, we would have.
Because it looked like he made a football motion, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
A movement.
Yeah.
But he didn't have it. 2nd
and 10 there at the 20.
See, this spread set that they're in right here.
The 2x2,
yeah. The 2x2. They're like 85% pass.
That time Godwin throws it over here. Easton Harless had the defense on that.
I'm pretty sure they had linemen downfield.
Yep, and there was a flag that was thrown from the yep, that's exactly what it is, lineman downfield. And so Coach Dunn's got his computer out trying to figure out what he wants to do here.
2nd and 10, do it again. 3rd and 10, do it again.
Right.
2nd and 20. We declined.
I was going to say, I'll take 3rd and 10, to be honest. Yep. So 3rd down and 10. The ball is at the 20-yard line. And they're back in that 2-by-2 set again. Adama is in the backfield. Godwin in at quarterback. Godwin drops back to pass. He's going to throw that tunnel screen across the middle out there to Sweet. And Sweet's going to get picked up, and they're only going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. Probably 5 because he tried to reach with his arm. So it's 4th and 5, and they have to go for it here.
Well, Brock Johnson's in, and he was limping coming in. I'm sure he'll give it all he's got from that defensive end position.
Bishop McGuinness is up 28-21 over Coweta right now. Grove is up 27-19. So the winner of this game looks like they may be playing Grove. Godwin drops back. There is a timeout by the Del City Eagles, and Robert Jones wants to look it over. So we'll be back with you here in just a moment on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at...
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. 4th down and 5, 6 minutes and 43 seconds left in this second round of the playoffs. And they have gone back to the set that they were using at the end of the half. 3 to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Godwin drops back to pass. He's getting pressured. He's going to throw it down across the middle. Oh. And that was Sweet caught that in the midst of 3 different defenders. I thought Longstreet had the interception. That ball is going to go from the 25 up to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for Del City.
And that's one thing I'm sure too tonight. So we haven't really seen them test the throw game much from them, and they have so many targets and so many weapons.
Godwin drops back to pass. He's looking. He's going to drop back a little bit further. We've got men chasing. There's a man wide open and in. Trey Washington goes up and can't get his hands on it. Goes right through his hands. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 at the 48.
Almost made it.
Almost.
2:38 left in the game. I don't know.
Grove converts on a 3rd and 24 from their own 15.
Wow.
It sounds like somebody playing the Sooners.
Yeah,
sorry, but that's the truth. 2nd and 10. The ball's at the 48-yard line, and Godwin drops back. Pow! Ball's on the ground. That was Caden Davis. He laid the lick on Godwin, and Godwin's trying to figure out where his helmet is.
Yeah, that hurt.
That one hurt.
He'll feel that in 2 weeks.
It's now that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-yard loss, and so that goes all the way back to the 41-yard line.
This kid that's trying
Godwin
to
drops back to pass. He's going to look around. He's going to watch that backside. James Reed comes in. He gets hit again. Caden Davis, his 2nd sack in a row, drops him back to the 35-yard line, 4th down, and well over 20.
Are you kidding me? They're going to punt?
5 minutes and 11 seconds, and they've got the punting unit on.
They do.
You know, I think Godwin may have said, I don't want any more of that, Coach.
Well, he's running off the sideline.
Yep. We've got 2 men deep. Tayshawn James and Tristan Haynes. And that is a kick that's going to go deep to that left side. We're going to let it bounce back.
It's funny, the way he kicks, it's going to be either go sideways or it's going to come backwards.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So that ball is going to be placed at the Titan 37-yard line. And when we come back, we'll be seeing the Titans hopefully go on a 4-minute drive, score, and walk out of here. We'll be back with you here in just a minute on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. The Titans have taken over possession at their own 37-yard line. Man in motion, left or right across the formation. Reed DeQuazy takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Robinson. Robinson's looking at the hole, and he's going to get hit right back there at the 35-yard line and go down. 2-yard loss on the play.
That's a good play by their number 12, McAllister. A 6-foot, 170-pound sophomore.
And again, you said it before the broadcast, but that's the way you take down Xavier Robinson. You take his legs out.
Right, exactly.
2nd down and 12. The ball's at the 35-yard line. 4 minutes and counting. And they're relaxing until it gets under 10 for sure. 2 men to the left, tight end to the right. Reed takes the snap, hands it to Xavier Robinson. He gets up through the middle. He bounces over one man. He's got the first down and throws a man down going out of bounds. He's going to get all the way up to the 48-yard line, maybe the 49. They're going to place that ball at the 49. And so that's 14 yards picked up. First down, Carl Albert Titans.
Well, and again, that's X versus one of their smaller kids, and at the point of attack, we had a little crease, and he hit it pretty hard, and away he went.
You know, X versus one guy is just not fair sometimes.
It was the time before, but not this time.
Yeah. 2 men split to the left, tight end to the right. It's actually a double tight end set. They're moving on this side. Reed DeQuazy holds that ball. He cuts back up to the middle, and he's just driving forward. He's going to pick up 6 yards on the play down to the 45-yard line.
I was going to say, if we can get 4 or 5 every time,
let the clock run.
We're going to run the clock out.
Yep.
I just got a text that Grove wins.
Yep, final, 27-19. And so whoever wins this game, and we're assuming it's us, is going to be playing Grove at a neutral site next week.
And then, like we were talking earlier, it'll probably be on the other side of the state. That's hard to say.
Right.
Probably be on the other side of the state.
Yeah.
Somewhere
on the east. 2 men to the left. Again, the double tight end set. Going to hand off to Robinson. He's going to just pound forward. He's going to try to pick up that first down, and he does. He gets down to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, Carl Albert.
Well, we're almost to the point.
You're going to have to start using some.
They're going to have to start using some
that's what I'm saying. They're going to have to use some timeouts.
And we can, well, if he doesn't use his timeouts, we still have to keep running the ball.
Yeah.
But if he did use his timeouts, we could start kneeling.
And
kneeling.
And there's gonna be that point that Coach Jones is going to have to say, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And we may have reached that point. I just, I think that goes into your thinking.
Sure it does.
2 men to the left, hand off to Robinson. He's been the workhorse, and he's just going to go down there and pick up about 3. That's all he has to have. Move the ball down to the 37-yard line.
You know what I'm getting ready to say, right? My man Gary Ray just put another guy on the floor.
There you go.
Attaboy, Gary. I was talking to him at team dinner, and he sounds like this today. I don't know whether he's got a sore throat or whether I don't know. But
he got something.
He's got something.
They're going to let that clock run. It's under 2 minutes, and DeQuazy comes over. Cash Ferris goes into the game. And 13 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to all move together. Cash Ferris was the guy that brought us through the first 5 games. And So they're giving him a little bit of love here. They're going to give it to Cash. Cash is going to run. He's got a little bit of an open hole. He's going to get inside the red zone down to the 20. And I think if he would have run it all the way in, he might have not ever touched the ball again.
Let me go down.
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm going to say Caden Davis.
I think so too. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, she's got the mic. So you can go down. Good stuff tonight. 19-0, 1 minute and 22 seconds. The ball is on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Carl Albert Titans. Cash Ferris is in. He hands the ball to Xavier Robinson. Xavier cuts up the field. He's going to push forward for about 5 more yards, maybe 4, down to the 16. We are in the red zone. Dynamite Driving LLC. And I think you're just going to see this happen. All the way down. 39 seconds. One more snap of the clock, or one more snap of the ball. The clock's not going to snap. One more snap of the ball. And they're going to move into a victory formation at this point. And Cash Ferris is going to take the snap. And they actually have a flag that comes in from the back. And it's illegal participation, I believe. And so it's going to move the ball back from the 16 to the 21. And when we start this clock, this could very well be the last snap of the game. Cash Ferris takes the snap and he takes a knee. And that is going to be the end of the game, where the Carl Albert Titans have just won the second round of the playoffs, knocking off the Del City Eagles by a score of 19-0. What an incredible game we have been able to witness this evening between these two incredible teams. We're going to come back here in just a few moments. And we're going to join in with our post-game, our player of the game, and we'll be back here in just a moment on our Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network.
The Earth is 70% water. And 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
We're back with you here on your Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network, and the Carl Albert Titans are taking their victory march right here. You can see them, each coach coming in, reminding them who they are and what they've done, and they are very proud of these young men who have put the work in all week long and all season long to end up back in this place where we are moving on to the semifinals of the state championship in the OSSA 5A category. Carl Albert defeats Del City 19-0. Bishop McGuinness currently in the fourth quarter is up 35-21 over number 1 ranked Coweta and unbeaten Coweta. Grove has beaten Guthrie, and so Carl Albert will be playing Grove next week at a neutral site on the eastern side of the state. And in the fourth quarter, McAllister is beating Piedmont 60-42. 102 points scored in that game this evening. And so McAllister is going to be moving on. It looks like for sure they've got an 18-point lead. Bishop McGuinness has got a 14-point lead. I don't know what the time is there in that McGuinness game, but it looks like Bishop McGuinness and McAllister will go at it. That's a rivalry from way time back for playoffs. And so Carl Albert will be playing Grove next Friday or Saturday, depending upon how the OSSA puts this together, but normally on Friday. And so we will be hosting that game as well in the semifinals. And so you can always listen for sure on the OK Sports Network. For those of you that have been watching on Facebook this evening, thank you so much for your Facebook viewership and for watching us. And we are sorry for the little bit of camera issues that we had, and we're going to make sure we work that out. So this is our post-game production brought to you by Rose State College. Want to learn to fly drones? The Rose State College Center for Workforce Excellence offers a 2-day Mapping with Drones class that teaches the basics of drone flying, aerial photography, and drone mapping. Find out more at www.trainingatrose.edu. If you want to get college credit while still in high school at Rose State College, high school students can earn up to 27 tuition-free credit hours of college credit through concurrent enrollment. Find out more at rose.edu/concurrent. Now we have the tradition that has started here, and Carl Albert will come over and sing the alma mater with the band, and it's always a good thing to have traditions that you will remember forever. So Carl Albert defeats their in-district rival 19-0 on an incredible defensive performance tonight. Del City is a very good offensive team and has scored a lot of points this year, and so to see them shut out 19-0 is really a remarkable move for the Del City, or for Carl Albert Titans over the Del City Eagles. So the alma mater is being played, and we are going to have our player of the game here in just a few moments, and then a short time here with Coach Dunn. So the Carl Albert Titans have defeated the Dell City Eagles. Caden Davis, sophomore, is going to be our player of the game. The player of the game is brought to you by Midwest Nutrition. For all your energy and nutritional needs, see Midwest Nutrition, the gathering place where friends become family. And we're going to have to, Caden is actually being interviewed by another player right this second, or another, he's actually being interviewed by a guy by the name of Jeff Harrison from the Midwest City Beacon, who follows all of Carl Albert sports and is a great friend of Carl Albert High School. And so we're getting ready to have the interview there of Caden Davis. All right, so there we go. We see Tessa, we see Caden being interviewed there by Jeff Harrison, and we're going to turn it there to Tessa in just a moment. And so proud of Caden for the work that he's put in the off season and getting stronger and bigger and coming out, and he is just absolutely a very good young man. This all starts in June, and most people just don't see what goes on, but this starts in June and works its way all the way through the first week of December if you make it all the way, and that's what the plan is. And so we are just so excited to be in this position. So here we are with Tessa, and we're going to go down to her, and she's going to have this moment with Caden Davis. And here we go. Tessa, take it away.
Yeah, I'm down here on the field with Caden Davis of Carl Albert. Caden, first off, a great game and a great win for you guys. So what is it like for you to be a sophomore out here and leading your team defensively? You know, you had multiple sacks tonight, 2 of those being pivotal in the end of the game.
You know, it feels good. We have a lot of good seniors that help us get through it, and some of the guys last year just teaching me the way to do it, just working hard and, getting to it.
And last year you guys got to practice on Thanksgiving. What does it mean to you to get to carry that on, once again be practicing on Thanksgiving and making it on to round 3 this season?
It feels really good. All the alumni set it up before us, and it feels good to, prove them right that we're still here and that we didn't fall off.
Thank you very much, Caden. Back to you guys.
Great job. Thank you, Caden Davis. Caden Davis is our player of the game, brought to you by Midwest Nutrition. For all your energy and nutritional needs, see Midwest Nutrition, the gathering place where friends become family.
Ready for me?
And now we've got Coach Goff.
Okay. I've got the victorious coach, Coach Mike Dunn. Bittersweet, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, talked to Coach Jones just there, and hate it, but obviously he and I both know that we are going to come to this right here, and it's going to burn for him, but he's going to be proud of us just like I'm proud of him. And he's a Carl Albert alum and a guy that loves this place, still does. So bittersweet for sure. Just a lot of good kids over there, and hate to see them disappointed, but proud of our guys, man. Just fought our tails off and played a 4-quarter football game and did a really, really good job.
Going into this week, would you have said, oh yeah, we're going to shut their butts out?
I don't know. I don't think so. We felt really good about the game plan. Coach Herbert did a great job. His calls, he made great calls at great times, and our kids made plays. That's the biggest thing. As John told them, the last thing he said to them when we met all together earlier today, he said, at the end of the day, playmakers got to go make plays, and there's going to come a point in the game tonight where you're going to have to step up. I don't know who it's going to be, but you have to step up and make a big play. And we had J.R. Reed got a big strip, and we got that fumble and returned it back down here for a long ways with Caden Davis, and Caden Davis made some huge plays, getting after the quarterback in a 3-man rush.
He ended up being our player of the game.
Very, very worthy of that. He just a sophomore too, man, and he you being an old ball coach, I know
his little motor runs.
Oh man, it's all day long. He's for what a death squad member's supposed to do. He lives it, breathes it, eats it. He does it in practice. He's a phenomenal kid, phenomenal player.
So proud of your kids' effort. They never gave up. They kept playing, and whenever you're ahead like that, it seems as though, and we talked about, Coach Kirk and I talked about this. the mentality that our kids have versus maybe other teams that doesn't have quite that tradition yet, but they're building it.
Right. Yeah, our kids, I think we do a good job as a staff of preaching from, back starting in November last year, when we started off season that we were, we made it to week 13 last year, and that's not what we do. And so we have to give that extra effort, and we get to this time of the year and we're starting to play some of our best football, and we've played really, really good offensively the last 4 or 5 weeks. And then tonight step up and pitch the shutout against a really talented Del City football team. It's just so proud of them, and it's a 4-quarter game in these playoffs, and our kids are built for it.
POTD?
POTD, 7th year in a row. It's a fun time. Alumni, come on out and enjoy it with us. We'll be right here on this field, and we'll go try to get another semifinal win too. So
I think I'll probably show up. Real. Congratulations.
Thank you.
See you.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Coach. Coach Goff, and thank you to Tessa for being down there on the field. And Tessa, can you and Coach Goff just turn around right there? And Keitra, can you go ahead and just stay right there on them? Let's go ahead and do just a little bit of a post game standing right there. You're going to have to tell him because you're the only one that can hear. Overall, what did you think about what you saw this evening? Yep. Well, I don't have. There you go.
Now you can hear us. Yeah, there we are. Well, for me, overall, I was just thoroughly impressed that they were able to stop Del City, A, and then B. To put up that many points on Del City is a huge accomplishment, and to do so not just through X Robinson like we thought, but to diversify the offense and even get in some throw plays there. I thought that was super impressive.
Well, I tend to agree with her. She talks a lot better than I do. And she's got white fingernail polish and it looks really pretty.
Right. There you go.
I know. But going back to the mentality of the Carl Albert football team, they just have when it comes playoff time, Carl Albert steps up.
Right.
And they did it tonight, especially on the defense side. And I better turn this back over to you because my face is frozen now.
Okay.
And I think hers is too.
All right. Thank you.
See ya.
All right. Well, we're closing this out, and I don't want to underestimate what Coach Goff is saying. One of the things that you get is if you've been here before, you have a tendency to set an expectation of doing it every year. And there are teams out there, great teams, wonderful teams, that put themselves in a position to win, but play tight. And sometimes that tightness can get you beat. And so when you can play loose and free and know that you're supposed to be here and know that this is your field, trust me, 2 games at home in the playoffs is huge. And having that every year has been, not that we've done it, for the whole time at Carl Albert High School, but many, many years having those 2 games at home mean a lot. Now we take it on the road against a good Grove team who has just beaten Guthrie 27-19, and they are still undefeated on the season. The only undefeated team it looks like right now that is going to make it through is Grove. So we are here. We talked about it in the pregame, and so now I'm going to bring it up just one more time because I think it's just worthy of bringing up. We talked about big plays. And when we talked about big plays, oftentimes we thought we were going to be talking about Xavier Robinson. We thought we were going to be talking about Reed DeQuazy. Big plays tonight came from James Reed. Big plays tonight came from Caden Davis. Big plays tonight came from Trey Washington. Big plays tonight came from several different players around the field. Turnovers. We talked about the turnover difference would probably make the difference in the game, and it did. Carl Albert continues to roll. These young men started in June with a plan. As Coach Dunn said, they started in November as soon as they were knocked out of the semifinals. This team is dedicated, they're devoted, they're disciplined, and they're determined, and you can see it on the field. Thank you for watching this second round of the playoffs with the Carl Albert Titan Oklahoma Sports Network. For myself, for Coach Goff, for Tessa Durrell, for Tyler Townsend and Keetra Frazier, good night and God bless.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.